Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bakersfield, California. We're here in the Golden Empire bringing you Bakersfield College Renegade football home game, first game of the 2018 football season here on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin, two former, and still I would guess you would always say current Renegades forever. Kenny Calvin, my partner. Kenny, in just a second, I'm going to want to look back 7 days ago at our football game down against Mount Sac. But before even that, before even trying to go back in time or going too far into the future to tonight, let's stop right here and take a look at this. This is what it's all about right here.
My tie blowing in the wind, my beard hairs. Beautiful.
Bear Mountain in the background. El Camino Warriors. I was just talking with our spotter Coop. 55 years, at least 5+ decades of football between Bakersfield College and El Camino. That in just a few moments, but let's now go back a week and talk about the game against Mount Sac. I have my thoughts, you have your thoughts. We're down at the Covina High District Field. Beautiful setting, nice way to get the season started. Your thoughts on last week's game against Mount Sac?
Of course, we're former coaches and players. We're going to be tough on our guys when we don't perform as well as we expect to. But after going back and watching today, I saw some things that were some bright spots. I love the fact that our quarterback maintained his composure and didn't force things.
Yeah, you're right.
I love the fact that we were able to run the ball in between the red zone. If we figure out how to run the ball in the red zone, we may be able to come up with some drives that are finished instead of coming up empty. I was tough on our DBs. They played well early. Jeremiah Johnson played well all game. Gave up one of those seam routes. We talked about getting some of the small things corrected. But overall, I feel great about our chances tonight. We're playing a team that's also coming off a loss, but they played us tough last year. They had us down 17-7 through three quarters, and we, with the help of Jaquel Tomlin in the punt return, I think we come back and win that game. But
more on that later.
Yeah, you have to know that they feel like they can play well, being El Camino, coming in here. But more than anything, I'm excited about our chances to get Roberson more involved early. He barely had, I want to say 50 yards receiving, if that. He did more of his damage on special teams, but maybe getting him involved early and seeing what Coach Dean comes up with for red zone scoring.
This is the Bakersfield, California pregame show. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin, home opener for the Bakersfield College Renegades tonight, hosting El Camino. The Warriors coming in after a tough loss to Riverside. Bakersfield College, tough loss to Mount Sac. So, Kenny, John Metis will be joining us in the next segment from the Bakersfield Californian. Did a really nice piece on our quarterback. What a unique story. You are the host, the voice and face of the Renegade Report, and I know John very passionate about that report that he put out about this great quarterback story we have for the Renegades.
Absolutely, and I also had Coach Brian Nixon on, who was Medina's coach last year, and we talked about his maturity and how well he's handled himself after being out of the game. To see him maintain his composure, even though he didn't pass great, but the decision-making that he had last week put us in a position to win the football game. I feel like we're going to see him air it out a little bit more today, being in front of the home crowd, a little bit more comfortable.
Little press.
That
never hurts. That hurt community college level to get that. Kenny, Coach Chudy, I watch the evolution of these teams from an August scrimmage to a late October finished product, and you see the maturation level of the freshmen because they either get it or they don't, and if they don't, it's going to be a tough situation for them. But those freshmen that get it and buy in and start getting some traction, by the time they get to the sophomore season that we're watching them here, there's no third and fourth year here. This is, the leadership moment at home, a home opener. Take us back to maybe a thought of your home opener here for a Renegade that was like, wow.
Oh, I talked about it today in a huge post I put up. I talked about watching the 1988-89 teams win national championships when I was an 8th grader and 7th grader and coming up and watching them play, watching guys like Aaron McDonald, Curtis Rufus, and then being able to play with teammates like Ryan Guyvin, Jeremy Stott, seeing Chad Manning and guys like that. It's just something about this time of year in this city and on this corner that makes this place great and makes us all great when you put this red shirt on or the red tie today.
All right, I'm going to let you continue in your stat prepping. I arrived on top of the Dameron deck. Kenny gave me that stare because he was here like at noon, and I showed up at 5, and I was getting the look, and then he tried to big time me, not come say hi to me, give me a hug, and he goes, I'm doing your work, Vance. I'm getting all your stats and your notes together. Typical Palm. Thank you, buddy. Looking forward to a great call back in
Guy.
just a moment with John Metis from the Bakersfield, California. Hope you're enjoying all of this on Bakersfield.com. News Talk 1180 KERM back right after this.
Great job.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
Current
matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have...
Welcome back, everyone. The Bakersfield Californian pregame show brought to you by the Bakersfield Californian. We have with us from the Bakersfield Californian, John Metis, covers the college beat here in this area. John, first of all, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Kenny and I were, before we're even starting anything about the past or the future or even the present, it was to stop and take a gander of this really nice place to call and view and write about a football game.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up here, and it's nicer now that the sun's gone down a little bit. When we were hauling this stuff up here, it was a little hot.
I remember last year, your debut for the Renegade, writing about the Renegades. It was like one of those 108 afternoons. It was beautiful. It was nice to have you.
Yeah.
John, let's do what we do. Let's go back a week to that game down at that shared district high school football field in Covina. The Mount Sac Mounties. I wouldn't say living up to the hype. I don't know that they're overhyped at this time right now, but they're, it's always kind of what you see is what you get times 10 with Mount Sac.
Yeah, Mount Sac always has a strong group. They're well coached. They always have a bunch of big guys on the line, big guys as receivers, which it's kind of hard to play against that size every year when they always bring that back. And they're a good team. They show why they're a highly ranked team in the state of California. I think that game, wasn't necessarily a bad game for BC. I think it kind of went how I thought it would, to be honest.
John, there were some opportunistic moments during the ebbs and flow of that football game that we experienced, and there were some opportunities for the Renegades, and it showed some promise. I know you talked to Coach Judy this weekend, and with Kenny and I in the air, as much as we react to some things that we see down there, not being the coaches like fans, literally watching the game, we see some certain things, and I saw a lot of bright things, and I talked on the way home to, above all things, my daughter about all the positive things I saw, and then I saw what Coach Judy said to you. I like it.
Yeah, the biggest thing is consistency. You know, you saw at the beginning of the game, the defense is able to get those 2 interceptions. They're able to stop Mount Sac on 4th down when the snap goes over the punter's head. And, you know, those all led to scores. That led to 17 points. But the defense couldn't get off the field consistently. They couldn't, you know, maybe stop, even if you're not getting a 3-and-out drive, maybe stop a drive only going 20 yards or 30 yards rather than giving up a touchdown or a field goal. And the same thing with the offense. You know, they had the one drive that goes 94 yards, they only get a field goal out of it. They had another drive where they got down to the 8 where they really could have responded and made it a 1-score game again. Ended up failing on 4th down. But they also had, I think, 6 drives where they went 3-and-out and had to punt it away. So even if you're not necessarily going down and scoring, if you can still get 20 or 30 yards and punt it away, you're flipping that field position, or you're at least giving your defense a break. So you don't have to hit a home run every time, but you just need to be consistent. And like Cam Roberson said, he wants to win every down. He knows it's not possible to win every down because otherwise you're just going to blow out every single team. But he kind of narrowed it down to, we need to win the big downs. We need to win 3rd downs on both sides of the ball, 4th downs. You know, when we need a drive, we need to be able to come up with some big plays regardless of the down and do that and just take care of business.
With that in mind, the key, most integral part or player on that field that's going to have a big say in keeping those drives going tonight and adapting to those defenses and making those decisions is the subject of a great article
Thank you.
that you brought our community and to the region, which is great. Appreciate all that positive support for these Renegades. Tell us about your article on our quarterback. I was going to say young Medina, but boy, wouldn't that, you know, there would have been too much tongue-in-cheek if I said that,
Yeah,
John.
he's 22, so you know, Josh hasn't played, until this year, hadn't played football in 5 years. He graduated from Liberty in 2014.
Wow.
Went to Cuesta Community College, played baseball there for 2 years. He spent another year at Cuesta just going to school. He didn't play any sports. He was going to go to IU Southeast in Indiana. He actually moved to Indiana for 6 months, decided he wasn't a big fan of things there, so he came back to Bakersfield. His dad works for a close friend of Coach Chudy. They got to talking about Josh maybe coming back on the team, and you know, Josh met with the coaches probably in the spring, and then one day during the summer, Coach Chudy texted him. About 10 minutes later, Chudy called him, and basically Josh was kind of like, well, he asked me if I was interested, and there wasn't really an option to say no. Not that I wanted to say no, but yes, I was interested. You know, I kind of always regretted not giving myself a chance to play football after high school, and so now he's back playing football. He and Coach Chudy both said, you know, it wasn't really rust that he had to shake off. It's just any time for anybody going from the high school to the college level, the speed picks up. So that's what he's getting used to. You should expect some new plays that they're putting in for him this week, new formations this week, where maybe you'll see him use. He's not the biggest guy, but he's got speed. So I would expect Medina to run the ball a little bit more this week.
While I have you here, give us an update, Bakersfield College Athletics, what's happening right now in the fall seasons. There's more going on than just football, and since I only have you for just a few more minutes here, just kind of give us a broad stroke of what's happening here during the fall sports at Bakersfield College.
Well, volleyball kicked off their home schedule last weekend. I think they had 3 or 4 matches, and I think they at least came with 3 wins, so it was a big weekend for them. Wrestling had their first matches on yesterday and today.
Social networks are blowing up. Some great wrestling today at Bakersfield College.
So if you hopefully you got to head out to BC and maybe see some wrestling. I know Bakersfield's a big wrestling town. We always get, Teddy and I and everybody at the California, we always get emails anytime we write something about wrestling or anytime anything about wrestling comes up. It's something I didn't realize about. I knew Bakersfield was a football town, but also a big wrestling town as well.
A tough town, my man. It's a tough town. Yeah. John, before I let you go, you're in the locker room right now. Your head coach, Jeff Chudy. What are you telling these Renegades tonight, home opener?
I think you're telling them to prepare for another close game because this game has been separated by 4 points each of the last 2 years. Derek Vickers scored with 3 seconds left 2 years ago, and last year BC was down 2 scores, I believe, and they had to get 2 touchdowns in the final, 5 or 6 minutes of the game, one of which was a punt return for a touchdown. So I think BC has the advantage today in terms of talent and returning talent. It seems like El Camino didn't bring back a lot of guys from last year. But when you've got two teams that are so familiar with each other, they both kind of know the schemes that either one is going to run. It's probably always a dogfight, and it's probably always going to be a dogfight.
John, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Vance.
Appreciate that. John Metis, Bakersfield, California. And now the singing of the national anthem will be back right after this on Bakersfield.com.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because
Congratulations to Lauren. That was a national anthem has sent goosebumps from the top of the city all the way down onto the southwest, southeast side. Goodness, it just blew through the breeze and hit everybody. What a beautiful rendition by that young lady. Something tells me that she probably will be brought back for a game late in the season when there's a huge crowd, because that was awesome. Kenny Calvin, my partner, back on the air with me. We'll go a few more minutes here before we take a final break and get ready for kickoff. Kenny, hearing John Metis talk about this week, echoing what you talked about in the first segment, it's almost like, okay, had that first week game. It wasn't so outlandishly unexpected of the outcome. We learned some things, saw some things. But overall, I just get it from the bounce in John Metis' step that, hey, tonight's a great opportunity to just, that big leap from week 1 to week 2 that so many coaches talk about, that learning curve and that 7 days after that first game where guys are really hitting, really popping, or in any sport, really getting after it. Officially, here we are a week later. I think it's a great, great opportunity to have the second game of the season at home.
I agree, Vance. It's tough starting on the road. I talked about that a bit on the Renegade Report a couple weeks ago with the soccer coach, and he said he liked to start on the road. I disagreed, saying I like to start at home because a lot of our young players need that confidence in seeing their family and their friends behind them
such
to
a
get
physical
their
sport
moment.
like football, of course.
Yes,
right.
Because it's about passion, and it's hard to get passionate in a different environment sometimes, especially for some of the younger guys. But focusing on this week, I'm excited for some of the sophomores who get to open up the season for the last time. You got guys like Roberson who could have been gone last year, who's expecting to have a big year. And, you know, as El Camino comes out, I'm sure they're looking to get even on their season, but we have other plans.
Last year, walk our listeners and viewers through the end of the game last year, the 2017 version against the El Camino Warriors.
Oh, yeah. So
what a memory.
Last year, I mean, we scored first in the first quarter. It was 7-0. They end up scoring a field goal in the second quarter. But the third quarter, they come out and score 14 points, and now all of a sudden it's 17-7, and we're in trouble. Till about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter when we finally make them punt. And here's Jaquel Tomlin, who takes something back to the house. And now it's a whole new game, and the crowd's into it. And we ended up making them punt on a 3-and-out next drive.
That was huge.
Yeah, huge opportunity for us to get back into the game. So El Camino knows they can play with us. They feel like they let one get away last year. I hope that our team and our sophomores remind some of the younger guys that, hey, these guys are going to be hungry. We got to come out ready to play.
5+ decades of competition between the Bakersfield College Renegades tonight hosting the Warriors of El Camino. Going to be a great football game. I hope you enjoyed the Bakersfield Californian pregame show for Kenny Calvin, John Mettis, myself, and our whole team that's ready for a big, big show tonight here at Memorial Stadium. Up on Panorama Drive, Bakersfield College Renegades, first home game of the 2018 season, hosting El Camino. When we come back, it'll be kickoff time at Memorial Stadium.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
While your
matters.
financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right, from online and digital banking to mobile.
It's kickoff time here at Memorial Stadium, Bakersfield College. The Renegades hosting El Camino Warriors. I'm Vance Palm, joined by my partner Kenny Calvin. Diana is our director-producer. Luis is here, Eric is here, Christian is here, Coop is here, Man, it is time to rock and roll. September
I'm excited,
8th,
VP.
2018. And I think the weather's going to end up being a beautiful night for football. It's going to finish in about 92, 93. Ooh, good football weather. Okay, Renegades will receive. They'll be looking into the sun the first and third quarters, certainly the first. Taken at the 5-yard line by who else? Elijah Ortiz looking for some room, sees some room. Oh, he just gets tripped up at about the 29-yard line. Looked like he had a gap out there to at least get him to around the 40-yard line, but still not a bad start for the Renegades. Kenny, it's underway, home season.
Underway, looking for El Camino defensive players to watch, Vince. We got Angelo Pacheco had 7 tackles last week and a sack. Justin Martz had 9 tackles and a sack. They're coming out in that 40 even defense with 2 deep safeties, quarters coverage, and we're in that spread offense.
The right hash up along the shady side is where Medina starts off. Oh, a nice big hard hit given by Shane Jones on a tough 2-yard carry. He lowered the boom with his right shoulder, and an early ooh and ah from this crowd here at Memorial Stadium.
Classic read option, kind of looked like the old Oklahoma wishbone as he fakes the dive and pitches out to Shane Jones for the loss of 1.
2nd and 11. Medina on this near hash now, drops back, flushed out of the pocket. We know he can run, makes a couple of nice moves, gets down to the 40-yard line, very close to a first down, and just shy. So about a 10-yard jaunt down this near hash right here, and certainly what John Metis talked about, you already know about it. I called his game 4 years ago. You know, this young man certainly has a great pair of legs as weapons.
You know what? I didn't get to see him much 4 years ago, but in this last 2 weeks, his decision-making has been phenomenal.
3rd and 1.
Oh,
it's a run. This time it's to Elijah Ortiz. He's swallowed up for a loss of at least 3 yards, maybe 4. So the Renegades will punt into now what's become a pretty forceful wind. Kenny, Calvin, what is this thing that's hitting me in the face? What is this?
Hey, everybody was laughing at me when I had my windbreaker on about an hour ago.
Oh, I'm still laughing. It's still 98 degrees. But, Kenny, this is called wind. I'd forgotten what it felt like. Last night we called that game, and the flag wasn't moving, man. This is nice. Well, good thing we've got Carson punting.
Best punter in the business. 3 and out, definitely not something we look forward to, but great roll on the punt, taking it back to the 24-yard line by Carson Olivas.
Okay, so now we'll see this Renegade defense. Last week, at moments, there were times that quarterback Nava from Mount Sac certainly had his way. The experience of a quarterback at that level, just kind of picking and poking and finding some nice gains. I'm sure they've shored it up here for the Renegades, and look forward to seeing what happens.
Now for El Camino, they have number 15, Aaron Thomas, as their quarterback. He passed for about 144 last week. They're not a huge passing team, but they go empty on first down.
Thomas out of Castaic in Valencia, just down the road. Stretch play, switch of directions, and he's going to be running into some trouble and a loss of a yard. Great job staying with the play, Mario Solorio.
I'll tell you what I like right away. Jason Thomas setting the edge and forcing that run back inside. Because last week I put a lot of pressure on Thomas on the run game.
The other Thomas, Aaron Thomas, the quarterback. 2nd and 10. They fake inside. It's a pass, and it's caught and more for the first down, brought down at the 40-yard line by Aaron McGee out of Harbor City, California. So they move the chains quickly. Ball on their own 40. Ball's right down here below us on the near hash. Aaron Thomas, 6'3", 205, a sophomore out of Valencia. He's got a 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, and they go inside run, and that's taken down for a 2-yard loss. But back to that pass for the 3rd down conversion, you can tell where El Camino watched film, and right away they're going with inside routes because we struggled covering inside routes last week.
Jalen Simpkins on the tackle for the Renegades. Just underway. First drive for the Warriors. The Renegades had theirs.
Renegades in a 40 even front.
There's movement and a flag. Big fella on the left side, a little early. Sarah Luaga from L.A.
So while they back it up, Vance, just going back to last week, what hurt us more than anything were passes on inside routes. And what I like to tell defensive backs, yeah, those slot guys have option routes where they can run inside or outside routes, but the outside throws are harder throws for the quarterback, so stay inside if you can.
2nd and 17. The ball's moved back to the 33-yard line. They want to throw again. Thomas floats one way over the intended receiver and took a big hit. No flag, a massive hit by Ricky Langwai, the Ridgeview sophomore. And more of that, please.
Ricky had actually a very good game last week.
Quietly.
And now we're going, looks like it may be a two-deep safety look for the Renegades. Trips open, set for El Camino. Wheel route, we got pressure and holding and a sack. Multiple defenders, Jason Thomas there, as well as LJ Early.
Ricky again in there as well. So big play, and you're right. And a holding and a sack.
Way to get after it, defensive
and the punt
line.
team.
So many people in the backfield, VP, we couldn't even pick who got there first.
The red guys.
But hey, way to answer. Good three, or not a 3 and out, but they convert one first down. We push them back, get the ball back. Cameron Roberson deep, don't blink.
Who's that cat?
The phenomenal sophomore out of Garces High School. If you're driving down Mount Vernon, heading north, look to the left, and you're going to see a big immortalized mural of number 22.
Low snap. This can be a great opportunity for him. Into the sun, he catches it, makes one move exact. Oh, he went down. Had he not, it would have been more. That's a really nice tackle downfield by Nicholas O'Keefe. Good play, because of all people to get loose out there, it would have been Cam. So nice play, nice tackle. 1st and 10 Renegades.
That may be the first time I've ever seen him tackle one-on-one.
That was a really nice play. Nicholas
so
O'Keefe
serious.
out of Torrance.
Great job by the gunner. Now, if you're looking with us at Bakersfield.com, look how tight these safeties are playing. If you're the Renegade quarterback staff, you want to stretch this ball right now because there's no safety help over the top.
Josh Medina again at the 30-yard line to start the second drive. Let's play right up the middle. Nice, strong run. And Ortiz carries it for 3 good, strong yards. Saw some bright spots with our running game last week.
Absolutely. I was very impressed with the running game. I felt like we didn't do it enough as we go up-tempo offense.
2nd and 6, gave him 4. Medina looks to the sidelines, has Elijah Ortiz. Was on his left hip, now he's on his right hip. They're heading towards the downtown area on a compass. And the wind is coming from off of the bluffs. Medina on a keeper himself to the right side over to the 42-yard line, 41-yard line on the right hash over by the Bakersfield College sidelines. Kenny, this wind has now gone from a little breeze to a full-on Caribbean island regatta. I could sail from St. Thomas to St. Kitts in about 15 minutes.
Twins left for Medina as he checks. But speaking of that wind, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep bragging on my windbreaker as this wind picks up.
But it's coming from it's coming from the northwest. It is really picking up now. We'll see if it plays a role. Look out. A well-timed hit. No flags. And Isaiah Lemus out of St. Paul, Santa Fe Springs, California, lowered the boom. I thought it was going to go all the way back.
Well, you had twins left for the Renegades with the ball on the right hash, and Medina comes all the way back to throw the out on the left side. Probably threw that ball about 45 yards to try to get 4.
4th and 4. Olivas back to punt again. Sophomore from Bakersfield High School continues to make news, and it's the real deal when pretty much every single punt is solid or extremely good. Look at this. Up into the wind, hang time of at least 5 seconds.
Confusion.
Trouble.
Yes.
And a big tackle. 2 Warriors hip to hip as the ball came down, and a big play by Abdil Richards. Great heads-up tackle around the ankles. You had 2 guys playing center field right next to each other as the ball came down. And I thought for sure it was going to be a fumble.
Oh, we needed him up right there. And one thing I'm noticing is that El Camino has a few guys with double numbers. So I don't know if it was Ryan Nixon or Taz Taasi.
Let's just say
with
yes.
that catch.
Well, there was 2 guys down there. Let's give those guys a credit. 1st and 10.
Trips right set, Vance.
Thank you. And they'll start from their own 15. The Renegades time a blitz pretty well. Picked up by the offensive line for just a second. Gain of about 1 maybe, but in on the tackle. Holden Williams out of Taft Union High School. Holden 6'3", 280, a freshman, making that front 4.
Now they go spread trips open. 2nd and 7 for El Camino.
Thomas has the back on his right hip. Hard count. Renegades not offsides. Nice pitch and catch outside. It's complete out there to Trayvon Clark out of Adelanto, California. Victorville neighborhood. Our halftime guest, I'm thinking it's the incomparable Sandy Taylor. I'll have to let you know, buddy.
We got Todd Henson coming in here.
I'll have to let you know in between play.
We're gonna see if we can get Ron White of Golden Empire Youth Football up at the half, as well as Coach Sandy Taylor. As we get the sideline warning.
Todd was trying to ask all these questions in between breaths.
Hey, Todd always handling business, man.
I was trying to decipher his request in between breaths up here. hey, can we? Are you guys gonna? Who's doing?
Trips open set, 1st and 10 for El Camino.
It's either going to be Ron White or Sandy Taylor. Here's a pass out here to the near side. How you doing, Todd?
Good. How you doing?
Good, buddy. Good.
Hey, Ron White.
2nd and 10.
Oh, okay. The great Todd Henson helps me so much with my Renegade Report show.
That's great, man.
Keeping me organized. I appreciate all the leadership from all y'all, Vance.
2nd and 10, a little over 9 minutes ago. Maybe flags this time. Yes, there is. The Renegades jumped. Free play, but a painful one for Aaron McGee. A free play, so to speak, because it looked like encroachment on the Renegades, but Thomas aired it out. McGee took a shot from Damaris Heron, Independence High School.
Son of my cousin, Andrew Toot Heron.
So we were a bit effervescent on the line. James Thomas, the effervescent one. It's a 1st down, but a big hit.
Yeah, it was going to be complete anyway. Keep coming, JT.
Stretch play out here to the near side. Trying to give a stiff arm, paying a price for it. Flag right in the middle of the play in the hash marks. And it came from a direction that might look like a hold to the naked eye.
Maybe on number 55. Holding on that lead. That was a slow developing lead, wasn't it?
Well, when you have Jacques Simpkins, the 6'4", 270-pound defensive lineman, catching up to everybody down there, you know it's stretching out. Oh, goodness.
Wow, they hit us with the face mask. Definitely not something we needed right now. El Camino building a little bit of momentum right now as Simpkins gets the personal foul, 15-yarder. Now it's a little bit more pressure on the defense. 1st and 10, Vance, double set, trip set.
Ouch, on such a great defensive play. Thomas in trouble, goes down. A big hit by who else? Mario Solario out of Cesar Chavez High School, 6 foot 220. And
well, VP, we talked about Solario. He changed his number, came in with the single digit, played well last week, and he right after the penalty goes right back and gets a loss of 7 or 8.
Wow.
2nd and 15.
Thomas wants to look left now, but at the happy feet. Oh, a big pick block, but still not enough to stop the super speedy Jalen Simpkins, a West High Viking, Kenny.
Salute to West High. Got Coach Ross over there working with those guys. One of my favorite Renegade coaches of all time.
Speaking of effervescent, Wyatt Ross, part of the Renegade Radio production crew. Oh, big hit from behind, and it's LJ Early. And helping him out at the very end was Roberto Enriquez. A big sack for those of you on radio listening in. Didn't even get to the play call. It was so fast. Early got in there so, dare I say, early and did it.
Yes, he
and
did.
He hit him from bottom, and Roberto Enriquez from Golden Valley was already in pursuit up high, and that quarterback Thomas felt that one.
How about the character of that defense, though? 3 straight negative plays after the 15-yard personal foul penalty to put them right back on the other side of the 50. I like that.
Because they knew it was such a scant chance of having that being a facelift call. They knew that they had the dominant play there, so in their minds it was just one of those deals. So we have a timeout on the floor, a timeout on the field. And
basketball in October,
you
man.
know what's in my mind. No score yet. We'll be back right after this on Bakersfield.com. News Talk 1180 KERN. Swish.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources.
Welcome back. 6:53 remaining to play in the first quarter, 4th and 19, as El Camino is set to punt. Back deep for the Renegades, Cam, Mike Cuddy, Roberson. Nice punt. Extremely high and fair caught on the 19-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. Let's see what Coach Dean comes out with to lead the Renegades heading south.
Look at that flag. Look at that flag. It is really blowing. And that football was above the flag, obviously. And we started this deal 45 minutes ago and no breeze whatsoever. And the Renegades will have the breeze blowing from the right side of the field to the left if they're heading south right now, when they're heading south. So we'll see. We'll see.
Quarters coverage for El Camino as the Renegades come out in that shotgun twin set with Jones in the backfield. We go.
They give it.
Sweep to Jones.
To Shane Jones, the freshman running back out of Bakersfield High School, and the El Camino all over that.
Yeah, slow developing hand sweep out of the shotgun set. Maybe a setup play, you know, where you're trying to get those linebackers to flow. Maybe we come back with a throwback in a quarter or so.
If they throw it back over here to this side, Cam Roberson, man-to-man coverage all by himself out there. Ball's on the far right hash. Medina flushed out of the pocket, can run, makes one good move, another good move, and picks up about 7 yards. But it was a 2nd and 13, so it's going to be a long 6, maybe 7 on this 3rd down. We're under 6 minutes to go here first quarter. No score at Memorial Stadium. Bakersfield College first home game of the season. They come in 0-1 after a so-so game against Mount Sac. Nothing great, but nothing too bad. And
not too bad.
El Camino also 0-1. Someone's going home with a win tonight. Hope it's our Renegades. Medina on a 3rd and 6, drops back, floats it over the corner, and everybody saw it, but the official was positioned to where he didn't see it. He wants to go back and talk to his officials, but too late. No holding out there in the receiving land.
Well, I'll say this. It was illegal contact. If it was the NFL, it would have been called, definitely. But you got to love the El Camino linebacker who chips a guy coming into his area. Yeah, he's not our guy, but don't allow people to run free through your area. And that's what happened to bounce that off the route. Could have been called as a PI, but it wasn't. 4th and 7 for the Renegades.
Another punt. Ball's on the far right hash at the 22-yard line. Oliva stands at the 7-yard line. And it took a little too long to get that play off. The clock hit 0. And they're going to back them up a little bit more. So offense not really grooving yet. And then mental errors.
Well, you know, when you got the best punter in the world, it gives us room for the coffin corner kick, 83-yarder.
You hear that, everybody?
Hey, if anybody can do it, it's Oliva.
That is spoken from a true lover of Renegade football. Olivas.
And it's a boomer.
Caught at the 49-yard line. Exactly that. Another big, long punt by Olivas, but still really good field position for the Warriors. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Kenny Calvin with me.
What up, world?
Christian to the right. Luis, Diana, Chris, Eric, Coop. What a crew.
Best
All you
crew in
guys
the
had
world.
media passes. They let everybody, whoever wants to come up. It was nice for you to show up, by the way. You know, it's just whenever you feel like joining us, dude. I'm happy to have you here. Thanks. Hey, look, it's good to see you too, bud. Oh, here we go. 1st and 10.
Shotgun double set for Thomas.
They stay with it on a stretched out run, and all it does is give Solario a chance to come back and get a second hit in. He got the first hit, but because of the hard driving legs of Simpkins, well, Simpkins got the final tackle, but it took a couple minutes, so Solario said, all right, I'll get one more good lick in, and tough 4-yard run.
Yeah, El Camino loves to have a balanced attack on offense as they go trips right in that pistol formation.
It's tucked inside for that very reason. They kick it out here to the
great
near
block.
side. And, big hit at the very end of that one. So a good tackle by Early, but still a 3-yard gain. I hear a ton of whistles.
Gotta love the pursuit of L.J. Early. He's a strong safety. He's playing in the secondary. He's feeling like a madman and taking pass plays that could be first downs and turning them into 3-yard gains at the most.
All right, here's a big 3rd down in the first quarter. 4.5 left. 3rd and 3. Renegades do not jump on a hard count. Thomas thought he had him for a second.
Now, if you're Abdul Richards down here, you don't have any help, so you want to make sure you get a good release and a hand on this receiver.
For a second, that's where they want to go, but it's a beautiful route, and it's right down here to the near side, and it's a 1st down. It's caught by Cameron Spencer, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They crossed everybody up and just kicked it right out here underneath the coverage. Nice 1st down.
Great design.
Yep.
On that play as the tight end sneaks out into the flat. Time for the Renegades to tighten up. Trips open set to the left.
Exactly 4 to go here in this first quarter. No score yet up here on Panorama Drive.
40 even set for the defensive line of the Renegades as El Camino goes hand sweep, and that's nothing. Raymond Graham, who led El Camino in rushing last week with 74 yards, takes that carry and loses one.
He'll come out for a second. And
you know, they go shotgun, hand sweep. Now they're going black. Usually they motion a receiver into the backfield.
he's by himself on a 2nd and 10.
And they stay empty.
Renegades bring 4. It's caught out here by Kalen Morgan. And initial big contact by Early, enough to knock him down.
And what Early did right there, VP, they're going that swing screen, and the receivers are blocking right away. He gets rid of he sheds his receiver so quick, allows him to get a hand on that ankle.
Nick Maiden in from Stockdale. Looks like he might come, and he does. So Maiden brings some firepower. Quick little pass across the middle, and it's a speed race, and that speed race was won by Damaris Heron as he ran down the Warriors receiver and Raymond Graham, and he flung him to the grass.
Yeah, that's going to hurt tomorrow.
Oof. Got him by the back number and just threw him down, and it's going to be 4th and maybe.
How about that effort by the defender, though?
Makes it a 4th down. And we're seeing a lot of numbers coming in on this 4th down.
They're going heavy. They bring in.
And they almost went real heavy. Levon Card is 6'2", 260. So now there's going to be a timeout called. We'll take a short break, just a quick one. We'll be right back on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gays!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and
Welcome back, everybody. 2 minutes and 1 second remains in this first quarter. It's a 4th and 1. El Camino has the ball on the Renegade 33-yard line on the far hash over by the Renegade sidelines. And everybody's packed in tight except for this one-on-one situation.
Vance.
They go Wildcat, and it's to the big fella, and do they get it? Oh, goodness. And it is just by the hair of his chinny chin does Tyler Gary, a sophomore offensive lineman, 6'2", 300-pounder out of Miracosta High School in Hawthorne. They wildcatted it to the mini fridge.
We got penetration, but he's a load. One guy ain't going to bring him down.
Well, Kenny, I will say this. They sure went to that early. They went to that in the first quarter. Okay.
You know, they like to run the football.
Well, what I'm saying is now we know. Meaning that wasn't used like in the fourth quarter on a big 4th and 1 play. Now all of a sudden, now they may have a couple more guys like that, but that was a big play by Tyler Gary. He was hit early, almost had him in the backfield, but he just a big load. 2nd and 4.
Trips left. They go lead to Graham.
And we're going to dip below the 1 minute mark here in just a second.
Score should be 0-0. They snuck a 2 up there. I'm not sure why that's there.
Just see if anybody's checking that. That is awfully strange. 3rd and 3. Hard count. Nobody goes. Great discipline by that Renegade offensive line. You know, they're amped up right now on a big 3rd and 3. Play clock at 10. And movement everywhere. And we're thinking it's on El Camino, and it is a 5-yard infraction against the Warriors, and that'll move it back to a 3rd and 8. My partner not grinning, not smiling, but nodding.
Well, you know, the defense has definitely been on the field a long time, Vance. And with them approaching the red zone, difference between a 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 4 is huge, because that might have taken him out of field goal range.
Allen takes the snap, fakes it, throws it over here to the near side at the 25-yard line. A lot of room, steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where I saw it. They say at the 14, and that's a 1st down. They just dink it over here to this side right below us, and off he goes. Another long one. First down, Warriors, with 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Time has started, and that'll do it for the first quarter. No score, 0-0 at Memorial Stadium. You're listening and watching Renegade Football on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN. Back with the second quarter right after this.
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and every one thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special. Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow,
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gays!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for
Start of the second quarter on a 1st and 10. Was that the Lynch mob?
Lynch.
Hi, Stephen. Good, buddy. Stephen Lynch. The Lynch mob up quick with stats. I know
That's
you
my
guys are
guy
tight.
right
I know
there.
you guys are tight. So I just reap the benefits of all this relationship building that you've been doing. Quick stats. 2nd and 9. A run play stuffed by the Renegades. Good play. And Solario again in there at the 15-yard line to stuff that. And that's a big one. Brings up 3rd and long here as we start the second quarter. Take your time on those stats.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vince. Mario Solario is turning into a leader real quick in 2 weeks, right?
Letting his play do the talking, huh?
Yes.
Here's a 3rd and 11. A big loss on that last play. They're on the Renegade 14-yard line now. El Camino heading south geographically. They're coming at him. He has to fling it, and it might be caught, and it is. A beautiful pass into the end zone. It was caught by Keyshawn Berry, and that was a perfectly thrown ball into the back corner where the receiver just ran right into it.
Perfectly thrown ball, great route, and not much you can do as an inside safety on that route. We just talked about it where you got to protect the inside routes.
Yep.
And they go corner route, and it's a great thrown ball. Just wasn't there quick enough to get a hand on it.
On a 3rd and 11 from the 14-yard line, a perfectly spun ball. The receiver never broke stride, and that's 6-0 El Camino. PAT, there's flags, so they'll stop this kick. Once again, welcome everybody. If you're just getting with us, we just started the second quarter, and it starts with an El Camino touchdown and a quick penalty here on the PAT attempt. I'm Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin next to me. Great to have everybody here for the first home game for the Renegades. 2018 version.
Home crowd starting to fill up as we begin the second quarter.
You're right. Sun's starting to dip a little bit. It's going to be a beautiful evening here. September 8th. Here's the PAT.
Oh, and that didn't look good.
It did not look good. A knuckleball wide left. So a 6-0 score. Kenny?
Huge penalty, Vance.
You're right. Big penalty, big miss, and you're on the road playing one of your oldest rivals, and you don't take a point that you that you absolutely need on the road. It's 6-0 right now. Renegades get the football back. Offense not doing much yet for BC.
Well, we haven't seen one pass over 10 yards, I don't believe. We haven't really tested their secondary at all. I expect Coach Dean to open it up a little bit. We got a young quarterback in football time in Medina, so you don't want to put too much pressure on him in the first quarter. You want to kind of manage the game for him, but sooner or later you got to release the hounds.
Partner, it's got to be surreal for him to be wearing a Renegades football uniform or football in a stadium like this. He's calling the action for the Bakersfield College Renegades. Any of us that grew up in this community, I mean, are you kidding me? That's it. I mean, you play football for the Renegades, man.
Dream come true.
Right. So I think once he gets into a groove, we're going to see that skill set really start to manifest. All right, here's about a 7-iron, 8-iron, 6-iron, I guess, down the near side. Elijah Ortiz looking for some space and ran out of it at the 25-yard line. Didn't look like the most aggressive run.
Getting a little chippy out there, as it should, especially when we're on the wrong side of the score. Nonetheless, first and 10 Renegades.
Last week against Mount Sac, a couple of big plays, some long plays, some screen plays, some good first down pickups when it was, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4. Saw some nice runs, picked up some first downs, extended some drives. Now Medina comes out on this next drive. Ball's at their own 27 on a 1st and 10. Medina wants to throw, kicks it out to Elijah Ortiz on the far side to the 30 to the 35. Goes out at the 37-yard line. Really nice play, developed well, good downfield blocking, 7 yards.
And just like I said, right away we're going double set and the ball's in the air because you can't continue to take it slow against a team that you should be beating right now when you're on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trips open, right.
2nd and 2. Now they give the ball to the big fella, Shane Jones, the freshman, 6'2", 210. Oh, it was Ortiz again. Now, that was a decisive run, so much so that I thought it was number 6.
Shotgun dive play for Ortiz, our leading rusher from last year's Renegade squad.
Right, that time he lowered the boom on that one. 1st and 10. Medina feeling comfortable. 3 over here to the right side. Rolls to his right. Has a man, flings it downfield. And there was some contact at about the 33-yard line. And no flag, but it looked to us that Ryan Nixon, not Brian, but Ryan Nixon got tangled up with our very own wide receiver down there. I thought, was that DeCarlos Frazier? Yeah, it is DeCarlos Frazier. So Frazier gets tied up. We thought it might be something.
Ooh, free play. That's why he went there. I was wondering why he did that. Maybe he saw the guy jump because it kind of felt like to me that he wanted to go there before the snap because Roberson was wide open in the curl.
Excellent, Kenny. 1st and 5 now. Cam Roberson jogs on the field as you talk about him.
Shotgun trips open set, Vance.
Ortiz stretches it out to the Renegade sideline, hustled out of bounds at about the 49-yard line, gets patted on the helmet and the shoulder pads by his Renegades coaching staff. I love that guy, don't they?
Now I'm going to say this, Vance. I don't know what it is, but it seems like our tempo picks up when we're down. I feel like we should start games with tempo like that. Don't wait till we're on the other side of the scoreboard.
Zach Hartsfield from Centennial, a freshman, 6'4", 230, comes onto the field for the Renegades wearing number 88. Medina drops back, looks left the entire time, wide open, a beautiful pass out to Ortiz, picks up the first down. And inside Warrior territory down to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Renegades.
And right now you're seeing why Ortiz was our leading offensive weapon last year. Inside runs, swing routes out of the backfield. He's one of the most versatile running backs I've ever seen wear a Renegade uniform. And that's easy to say. Shotgun trips open set. Ortiz to the right.
Bobbled snap. Medina just picks it up and turns it into 3 or 4 yards. That's nice.
Another great decision by Medina. He always seems to make the right decision in moments of chaos, because that could have went bad.
James Holland from Paraclete, another one of the receivers down here to the right side. Wide receiver. He's going to go one-on-one against Vincent Hurd. Ortiz on the right hip of Medina. Medina finds his receiver. It's a pitch and catch, and it's a first down out there to James Holland. How did we know?
And it seems like Holland's getting up a little slow after he takes the big hit.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Great job by Medina, and I guarantee you the coaching staff let him know, hey, you had a guy wide open in the curl there a couple plays ago. Let's go back to that.
DeCarlos Frazier will come back in. He's out of Shiloh High School, by the way, from Atlanta, Georgia. That's DeCarlos Frazier, and Holland will be seen on the sidelines. He is, I think he was good old-fashioned shot right in the gut. Ortiz to the right side goes far enough for the first down, the 35-yard line, first down Renegades.
Nice job by the offensive lineman, number 66, Blake Brown. 5'11", 280 sophomore out of Garces Memorial, leading the way as he pulled from the left guard position. First down.
Medina and Ortiz look over to the sidelines, as well as Luke Soto, the Tehachapi tight end. Play clock at 10, first and 10 at El Camino 35. A pass across the middle, broken up. And it was intended for Cam Roberson, but making some noise after he broke it up is Justin David.
Great job by the DB playing through the wrist as Cam ran that slant route.
Here comes Chance Cooper. Here's your guy Chance out of Highland.
Chance made some huge catches last year.
He shares the right side with Hartsfield. Ortiz on the left hip of Medina. Second and 10. 6-0 El Camino. Medina fires one over here to the near side. It's caught by Cooper at the 30-yard line. Knew he was going to take a big hit. He did take a big hit from Hurd, but he hung on to it, and a big catch.
VP, big catch, huge hit. Way to keep a hand on it. But those guys are flying around in white out there.
Hey, if you can hear it up here on the Dammer deck with headphones on, that was a big hit.
This boy's flying around right now.
3rd and 5. Cam Roberson way out to the left side of the line of scrimmage, brings it in just a little bit. He's next to Austin now on the left side.
With this tight split, watch a route combination up to the left.
Medina steps up, fires, throws, and that's a great pass and a great catch to Jack Hartsfield. And Medina hung in there and just spun it in there perfectly for a first down. Renegades at the El Camino 25-yard line.
I'm liking him more and more every snap.
Well, that was nice. They go right back to the left side again. A quick strike out to Roberson, and he gets a 3-yard gain. So the helmet popped off Cam, and, boy, you like this tempo?
Yes, and I love the fact that they went right back to Cam after trying to throw the slant just to get his hands wet. He's your team's leading weapon from an average yard per play perspective. You got to get his hands on the ball, whether it's a quick hitch, reverse, just let him touch it. That way his confidence builds.
9.5 to go in this first half. The score is 6-0 El Camino. And
I'm not sure if that's a flag behind one of the refs over there.
Well, we have a stoppage of play, so something's happening. Let's listen in.
Yeah.
A face mask on the El Camino Warriors on Vandrew Espiniza out of Torrance.
Right on time, and you see the benefit of throwing the quick
quick
hitch.
strike, right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just get the ball in his hands. He's going to make something happen. The extra effort that he provided after the catch is what earned the face mask.
1st and 10. Now the ball's moved up to the El Camino 11. Everybody in Memorial Stadium wanting to hear the cannon, and not because it's the end of a quarter. They want to score. They want a touchdown cannon. And so now Cam comes back on because of the penalty. They were able to fix his chin strap, and
well, VP, I got to tell you, while we got a quick second, going trips open, shotgun set, but I'd like to see us run more in this red zone.
we may see it with the quarterback. Medina has Ortiz back there to block with him. No, they give it to Ortiz. Ortiz cuts up against the grain. Will he get in? He does. Touchdown, Renegades. Boom! We're going to hear the cannon.
VP, if we did that last week from that same area of the field, we might come home with different results. Great job running the football where it counts, in the red zone.
Touchdown, Renegades. Elijah Ortiz behind the big blocking out there of Eamon Sullivan from Centennial. Just kept the feet and the legs going. And a perfectly timed cut back into the end zone. Dives in. Touchdown, Renegades on the board here at Memorial Stadium for the first time this season.
Eamon Sullivan, I'm wondering if that's my teammate's son, Eamon Sullivan Jr.
Odds are yes.
My great teammate that's a fireman out there putting out fires and saving the world.
Jaeger for the PAT, and that's good. So the Renegades are up 7-6, 9:20 left in this first half. We'll take a quick break on Bakersfield.com, News Talk 1180 KERN. Renegades score.
Woo!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
While your
matters.
financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Kenny Calvin. We are here high atop the Dameron Deck, Memorial Stadium, and the Renegades just scored on a really, really nice drive. And they kick off the ball into the corner, and he thought he was going to reverse directions, but he slipped and fell. And Andre Carter lost his footing, and so it'll be 1st and 10. Renegades off a nice score, make it a 7-6 second quarter score with 9:16 to go.
You know, we were pretty tough on our team last week, Vince, and, you know, we can be like that sometimes. That's why everybody don't like us at all moments. But we just want to see our team function at high capacity and run the football in the red zone. Great job, guys.
1st and 10 from the 10. A run play to start off this drive. And it does not go well for El Camino. At least a 6-yard loss, or at least a 5. Oh, man. Was it that cat?
Looked like it.
Who was it?
Ricky Lane Y.
He is fierce, man. Fierce. Him and James Thomas.
That defensive line is looking fantastic.
2nd and 16. It was a 6-yard loss. Thomas wants to throw. Slant inside. Picked up perfectly. Maybe able to strip the ball. Oh, what a great play by Damaris Herron. Quick slant inside. And I'll tell you what, Aaron McGee made the catch, but he also got popped.
Well, I put a lot of pressure on Herron last week. He gave up a couple of those inside routes we were talking about. But you can tell he went to work in the film room this week because he's playing a much better brand of football.
Yeah.
Great job, young man.
That's a great point. He was in the woodshed this week, and he came out ready to play on a 3rd and 10 now. Great opportunity for the Renegades with 8 minutes to go here in this second quarter. They've got the Warriors pinned back in their own territory.
And if you're the corner down here, Sean Stevens, you want to be on your toes, and they're coming after you right now.
Low snap, had to go down low to get it. And it's Grant Ferralio, who's the quarterback, by the way. They made a change at QB, and it's Grant Ferralio out of Wayne, New Jersey. He goes down.
VP, I want to go back real quick a sec and talk about Sean Stevens' coverage on that play. Because last week, Sean had a tough outing versus some amazing talent. And you can tell that El Camino's going to come after him. But right there, he's solo, manned up, one-on-one, and he's the reason for that sack. That's what we call a covered sack. Great job. 4th and 9 for El Camino with Mr. Roberson at the 45-yard line, head north.
Low snap, bobbled, and it's a low punt. That might bode well. Oh, and it bounces past Cam, but he picks it up at the 33. Looking for some blocking, huge blocking, great blocking, no flags, and he gets it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Listen to this crowd. They're celebrating the hard, clean hit of who?
Mario Solorio.
I knew it. I knew you were going to put something together musically. There is a flag, but it's way back here on the north side of the football field at the 30-yard line. We all witnessed and experienced that big hit up here at this 30-yard line, but down on this 31 in the horseshoe end of it with the BC logo and the flag pole, there's a flag down, and the referees gathering together at the 31-yard line.
Well, VP, I got to say this. If you're from Delano, California, and you're not in the building, you need to be tuned in on Bakersfield.com or Current News Talk 1180 to watch Mario Solario or Cesar Chavez, because this guy is putting in work. Oh, yes. Give us 15 more. Well, I'm gonna throw something out there, VP, as we get the great call from the white hat. But I think that white hat umpire may be my first football coach, James Taplin. He was my coach at Bessie Owens Elementary, if I'm not mistaken.
So the white hat and my color analyst, after all these years, end up at Memorial Stadium. That's how it's supposed to be, buddy. That's how it's supposed to be.
He was a ref when I was playing.
That's how it's supposed to be. 1st and 10. Look at this. Look at this. The ball at the 30. The Renegades, 7:04 to go. They get the ball back. Let's see what they can do with it. Careful, careful. Ooh. Quick pass out to the left side, and that was almost taken to the house by Vincent Hurd. A loss of yards, even though it was a reception. Now it's going to be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, and that may be the one questionable decision I've seen Medina make in the last 2 weeks, because that's a pre-snap recognition thing. If you got guys in bump and run coverage, you're going to be challenged trying to throw a one-step screen.
I'm wondering if he's not doing some telegraphing of where his eyes are going at this time, but that's also something he'll improve on. Strong right side down here to the bottom of your screen. Fake. Medina in trouble. Medina trying to get out of trouble and cannot. Thrown for a loss.
Oh,
a late
15.
hit.
Yeah, thank you,
A
57.
late hit, and I don't think I know the El Camino coaching staff doesn't like it, but a late hit pile-on by Sioeli Palu. A late hit, and that was
bang bang.
That was a bang bang call, and it was a late hit, and it's going to bail the Renegades out. The coaching staff.
Oh.
Oh.
No, what's something that we didn't even see? We didn't see that, VP.
So
we
the
thought he was calling
linebacker,
something
Tony
else.
Dancy, called for the face masking. We thought it was just the late pile-on, and even you and I were like, eh. So there was a flag thrown up for a face mask, and either way, the El Camino coaching staff now still getting on the white hat. No matter what, they're going to do it now.
Him out. Shotgun double set. I believe that's Ortiz joining Medina in the backfield. Renegades 1st and 10 from the 19.
Medina on the far hash, hands it to Ortiz. He's hit hard and thrown down, still on his feet, I should say. Can't get him down. And when I say hard, 5'11", 310 out of Maricosta High School, that's Jonah Tavai, big dude. And we already know about Sioeli Palu. That's a strong right side for the defensive line.
Yeah, they got some size on the line. We're going to cover that.
2nd and 11, Roberson fakes the handoff. Now it's Medina, and he basically took the big offensive tackle right in front of him and said, hey, let's go. I'm going to push you through. Hilario Gomez said, let's go. The Arvin Bear said, I'm with you.
You know what? And that's where you're just using Cam Roberson as the decoy, because he's so dynamic. You sprint him out from right to left, and you think he's going to get the hand sweep, and Medina keeps it for about 7. 3rd and 7 for the Renegades.
5:12 left here in the half. Again, Roberson runs right in front of Medina, down here to the near side. Medina sees it, has the pressure, gets rid of it, and it's a great catch. It's going to be a touchdown. Elijah Ortiz, Renegades. Boom!
How about the vision and quick reaction by Medina as he's feeling the pressure?
Coming right to his grill.
Right in his grill, VP. Great job by the running back getting out there on the swing route, but amazing throw by Medina, and this guy is going to have me putting the number 14 on my wall in the man cave. I'm telling
Linebacker making a beeline right for his chest, and he flung it right over his helmet into the hands of Ortiz. 2nd touchdown. Woo!
You know what? I'm feeling great about our offense, because you can tell there's a conscious effort, and they block it. Huge block.
So the PAT's blocked, so it ends up being a 7-point deficit, 13-6. Big touchdown for the Renegades. We'll be back right after this on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin for Bakersfield.com on News Talk 1180 KERN. A little over 5 minutes to go here left in this first half of football. The Renegades lead 13-6, had their PAT blocked. So after a wide left PAT from El Camino to leave it at a 6-0 game, it's two quick scores for the Renegades to Elijah Ortiz, but as we just mentioned, that PAT blocked. So 7-point lead for the Renegades, and there's a little pep in your step, Kenny Calvin. You like what you see.
You know what? I love what I see. I mean, I always have confidence in our coaching staff. I give them a little bit of a headache every now and then. Being a defensive coach, I always think I can call a better play. But great job by the offense.
Kelly back in, flings it out to the far side. About a 5-yard gain. Pass out to the right side.
Now, VP, I'm going to say something real quick. They've been running a lot of quick out routes. Watch Coach Bolton and Coach Chudy switch from that man to zone coverage, and one of those are going to go to the house out of that cover 2.
2nd and 6, no huddle offense. Thomas hands the ball off, a run right in between the hash marks and a run right into trouble. Great job out there by I believe that's Roberto Enriquez from Golden Valley. It is another hit by Roberto.
Great job by Roberto, 6'3", 295 out of Golden Valley. Shotgun double set for El Camino.
Hunter Williams comes in for the Warriors. 3rd and 5. Allen takes a low snap, backs up, not a lot of pressure, gets rid of it, gets it hard.
This to the house, Vance.
Jeremiah Johnson, does he get in? He does. Touchdown, Renegades. Boom! Kenny Calvin just called it, and the Renegades just did it. The Garces Memorial Ram, pick 6 to the house.
Well, you know, it didn't come on the route that I said, but Thomas felt a little bit of pressure, panicked, overthrew his receiver on the deep post, and Jeremiah Johnson with his 2nd interception of the season. Great job, young man.
And a jolt of energy into this Renegade crowd.
Woo! Surprised to see us going for the field goal.
Moran holding. That's up and it's through, and the cannon goes off again. 20-6, a quick score. We'll stay here. I mean, it was so quick. We were just at a break. Why go to break when there's so many great things to talk about, Kenny? Kenny Calvin, you just called that these defensive gurus for the Renegades are able to make these adjustments, and sure enough, some pressure, bad snap, then some pressure, all of a sudden, a pick 6 to the house by JJ.
It's our coaching staff's ability to confuse play callers. That's basically what happened right there. We sent a delayed blitz from the outside that made the quarterback panic. He lets one go over the top, and Jeremiah Johnson, number 2, with his 2nd interception, and takes it to the house. How about that for my DB gang? Salute.
20-6. A 14-point lead for the Renegades. Warriors of El Camino right now thinking, what just happened? It was 6-0 about 10 minutes ago. All of a sudden, bam, bam, bam. The Renegades score 3 great scores. 3 great scores. 2 Elijah Ortiz touchdowns, and then a pick to the house. And here comes the kickoff. That ball's up and it's deep. Deep, deep.
Now, let's go ahead and give Arvin some props.
Do all you. Hey, as we look back at Bear Mountain, the beautiful Bear Mountain, looming over the valley as it glares back at this sun because Bear Mountain has its own shine. You talk about the Arvin Bear, please.
Arvin Bear, Antonio Garcia, the freshman, 6 foot 175.
It's a big leg.
From Lamont, out of Arvin High School. But I want to say that might be his 6th touchback in the last 2 games.
You learned quick. You said from Lamont.
I got to
because we had tens of thousands of listeners last week say, hey, make sure KC knows. There's Arvin proper, and then there's Lamont. And I said, oh, hey. Well, we will take a timeout now because an official timeout on the field. We'll be back in just a moment. 20-6, Renegades up by 2 TDs, with just under 4 to go in the first half.
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank, we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about winter.
Just under 4 minutes remaining here in this first half. The Renegades up 20-6. Whistles blow after the timeout. So if you want to know the definition of aggravating, calling a timeout, coming back after the timeout, and you're offsides to go back even 5 more yards. That's just what happens. So now it's 1st and 15. The Warriors trail by 2 touchdowns. Renegades playing very good football right now, both sides of the ball and special teams. Allen throws. It's connected at the 30, and a big catch and some more yards after the catch. Great job out there by Trevon Clark.
Yeah,
First down.
You got to expect El Camino to try to put something together. 3:45 remaining to play. Don't want to go in down 14. Aaron Thomas with the trips open set.
Looks over to the sideline, stands at the 31-yard line. Thomas takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wants to go to the right side, throws to the right side, connects, and it's caught out there at the 47-yard line. Oh, ball's on the ground, Renegade football.
We got it.
There's a flag over here away from the play, way away from the play, and it does look like one of the Renegades, Devin Zinn, is reacting in a way that might change the outcome of this little play right here. But a hard hit causes a fumble. The Renegades jump on it, but way over here, tucked inside by the cannon. And it looks like it's going to go against the Renegades. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, I missed that.
So they did get Devin. He's a freshman outside linebacker out of Independence High School, and he's still animated about it. Didn't think he hit Thomas late. The refs saw differently, but it certainly doesn't negate the huge hit and the fumble recovery of the Renegades to remind the Warriors, hey, you might have got that one, but here we are.
You know what? I think we would have been on our way to 50 points on the night if we got that one, VP.
But as it stands, new life for the Warrior drive. 3:18 remains in this first half.
Don't want to give Aaron Thomas too much confidence as they go ISO. Ooh, and he's met in the hole right away by guess who? Mario Solario. This dude is balling.
We'll have something ready for next week. We will put something musically together between me and you, between yourself and myself. Something will happen for Mario Solario.
Trips open set, VP.
They do just get ready, and a toss out to the far side. Big hit, no wrap, but finally they do get the wrap. How about that for a play? Wow, was that Fanu?
I'm not sure who it was, but to miss a tackle and get back up and be the first person back to him.
Fanu Maui out of Taft High School, Taft Union High School. Wow, we didn't wrap up on the first big hit, but then grabbed his jersey and brought him down. Some ferocious, mean defense played by the Renegades, and how about that? As we're talking about it, another great play. This time, Sean Stevens gets in on the action out of Ridgeview. Wow.
How about the play of the Renegades after negative plays on defense? Every time we have a penalty, they come back inspired and play huge, big-time defense, man. I'm inspired right now, Vint.
A timeout taken by the Renegades with 2:07.
This defense is playing some inspired football. I didn't get to make it up to the practice field this week, but I guarantee you after watching film of the game that you could have won with a little bit better effort and a little bit better tackling, you're seeing that result.
20-6. A hard-hitting football game, no question about it. There's been some big pops already. The Renegades have executed a near-perfect first half. Warriors did score, but that was on a splendid pass from Thomas into the deep corner of the end zone, and what Kenny described as some great defense, just an even better pass route and reception. So,
you know, there are going to be some passes that you can't cover, but ultimately you just want to be around the receiver to play through it. They got that one, but since then, defense has been flawless.
Is it another timeout? It's another timeout. This time, we'll take one with them so we can give ourselves a quick break before halftime. 2:07 left, 20-6, BC up, back right after this.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
As we come back, the Warriors will punt. Not a bad punt at all. Look at this. Into the wind. It was just end over end, and it goes down at the 8-yard line. That is one long punt. 1:57 remains here in this first half, 20-6. Renegades playing nearly a flawless first half of football, Casey.
Yeah, 1:57 left to play. We practice this every day. 2-minute offense. Let's see how well Medina handles it.
That orange sherbet sun hanging in there as long as it can. It's going to create that purple skyline behind Bear Mountain. Boy, as my English teacher once said, it don't get no better than this, fans.
Shotgun double set for Medina. Shane Jones joining them in the backfield.
They give it to Jones. Jones right up the middle. Shane Jones, as we mentioned last week, we chronicled it for you. If you didn't catch last week's game, Shane Jones hasn't played football in a long, long time. I was calling the game for the high school district in basketball against Liberty when he went up for the dunk, came down, injured himself, didn't play his senior year of football, and that was a piece that the Drillers certainly would have wanted to have. And here he comes up, missing all that football, that real contact time. Played pretty well last week in Mount Sac, and he's only going to get better and stronger and really become more of a big cog in this wheel.
Well, I'll say this. We got two great running backs, but we got even better moms of those running backs.
Here it is again. Look at this, at the 20. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. It's Shane Jones. Oh, and he lowers the boom at midfield. After a great start to the run, a fantastic finish, Colin Myers from Charlotte, North Carolina, just got introduced to the young man from Bakersfield. Shane Jones said, let's get it on.
And we're going to spike this ball if we can get it off.
They stay on the ground. They try to catch the Warriors off guard. Shane Jones doesn't get much, and time is a ticking. The whistle's blow, and it's 50 seconds left in the first half. And with a 14-point lead.
VP, when I glanced at it the last time, I thought it was only 9 seconds left. Something was wrong with our scoreboard. Shotgun double set for Medina.
Medina kicks it out to Jones. Jones slips and falls down, and that means the clock is going to have to stop, I think.
Well, no time.
Oh,
no
there's
more
no time.
timeouts left.
Oh, we're missing some bulbs, everybody. We're missing some bulbs. Sorry. So no timeouts left. So this is it then on a 3rd and 10.
And right here, I expect to see Hail Mary. Perfect position to throw it. We're at our 47-yard line.
Or they walk off the field with a 20-6 lead, and that's what they're going to do. The Renegades up 14, and that's going to do it for the first half. They have a really strong half of football, up by 2 touchdowns. And when we come back, the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Kenny and I will recap the first half, and Kenny has a great guest. Look forward to enjoying his interview with Ron White. Back right after this on Bakersfield.com.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special. Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special. Kern Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Kern Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. For years.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
Running your business is hard work, but with the right tools and guidance, we can make it easier. At Rabobank, we deliver smart banking and lending solutions for local businesses, and we're always ready to roll up our sleeves and work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing
While your
matters.
financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools, together we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter.
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing
Current
matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin. This is the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Great to have you with us tonight. First home game of the 2018 season for the Bakersfield College Renegades. The sun is down. The breeze has been blowing. It's one of those perfect California Saturday night community football games. And I'll tell you what, the Renegades right now up 20-6, Kenny, other than the one touchdown. Even then, they stopped the PATs, so Renegades are really good first half of football.
Definitely came out looking like a better brand of football, focused from the start. Defense basically shut out El Camino the whole first quarter outside of that good drive that they had to get the post corner in the end zone. But I want to give the offense credit where credit is due. I said we need to run the football in the red zone. We've done a better job of that. Ortiz is on fire right now, but he's also balanced catching the ball out of the backfield as well.
Our defense tonight, not just making plays, but dictating the flow of that first half. I mean, even
Absolutely.
when Thomas connected for that one touchdown, that had to be a perfectly thrown ball at a perfectly thrown route for it to score. Other than that, this defense has been very stingy, but they have, again, kind of dictated the terms of how this flow is going to go.
Yes. And it all starts with Mario Solario. That guy has been flying all over the field. We talked about him changing numbers. I want to say it was 48 last year, 7 this year. But just his intensity woke up the spirit of the rest of the defense. And our secondary started playing a better brand of football. Sean Stevens making plays on the edge. Jeremiah Johnson with the pick to the house. You know, great effort by the D-line. Overall, great game plan by Coach Bolden and Coach Chudy, as well as Coach Dean and the rest of the staff.
As you and I are up here talking, the Bakersfield Renegade cheerleaders just doing a fabulous job. That was one very high toss and one high drop. Fantastic job of our cheerleading squad. In a few moments, in the next segment of our Red Carpet Halftime Show, brought to you by our good friends at Carpet Outlet Plus, you're going to have a great interview for us. Let's do a little prep work before we bring Ron in. Let's do a little prep work for the interview. What's this going to all be about?
If you know anything about Bakersfield football, you know it starts at the youth level. Right now, Golden Empire Youth Football seems to be the people setting the bar. But they say they don't set the bar, they are the bar. That's their motto.
Wow.
I've done a lot of work with them. I've announced games over the last 5 years, done great work with Kevin Powers, speaking at the Bull Pups annual banquets. You know, these guys have given me letters from the senator.
Nice.
Like, you know, how special is that to be able to just share the air with those guys?
Love it. That's going to be coming up in the next segment. Kenny's going to interview Ron for the Red Carpet Halftime Show. Great you're all joining us tonight on Bakersfield.com on News Talk 1180. So happy that you're with us. We've got a great season of football ahead of us, and we haven't even talked about the next few weeks or our 1988 National Championship team honor that we're going to be doing. A lot to still lay out as the season unfolds. Right now, 20-6, the Renegades up by 14. Back right after this with Kenny and Ron.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember...
Welcome back to the Renegade Halftime Show, brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus, and I'm joined by my great friend. By now, you know we brothers. Ron White of Golden Empire Youth Football, and you brought some extras with you. Who we got with you?
Well, we got the important guys here, the players, right?
Got you. It's all about the players. You know, definitely, I had a chance to meet these guys a few seconds ago. What's your name? Tell the world. Noah Davis. Kevin Powers, the son of my boy KP Sr. You know, a lot of great opportunities to do things with you guys over the summer like we talked about. We gave away cleats. We helped pay for kids to play football. We had our camp out here. That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You were on the Renegade Report last week. How's the season going for you guys, and what week are you in the season?
We just wrapped up week 3, so we're excited in about a 9-week regular season. But I'll tell you what, the action is going on here. Fans are here, the stands are packed, Golden Empire Night, families are here.
Golden Empire Night, and how special does it feel for you to see your former Golden Empire Youth Football stars like Elisha Ortiz showing out and playing big?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I got to do the coin toss. Huge honor for me.
Wow.
But the bigger honor is the hugs and handshakes that I'm getting from players, because I'm counting at least 70 Golden Empire family representing on the field, like hopefully these two young men get to do one day as well.
Absolutely. You know, I talked about it earlier today. You know, growing up in Bakersfield, California, football for us was here. Even as a Bakersfield High driller, I played my big games here. I played my biggest games ever in front of 37,000 people here.
Sure.
So having an opportunity to bring you guys in with our first home game is a dream come true for me, because it just reminds me where it all starts. It doesn't start here. It may end here for some guys.
Sure.
But it starts at this level. And this is where it all begins, from a love perspective of knowing that, hey, I might be able to do this for the rest of my life if I figure it out. You know?
Absolutely.
You know, so go ahead,
absolutely.
Ron.
When you look down on the field, and I instill this with these young men, is the same players, the Renegade players you see, started in these jerseys, started years ago, aspire to be those guys. And in fact, they'd tell you inspire to be even better.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're doing. We're raising student athletes.
Absolutely. Well, Ron, I'm just thinking about my years of working with you guys, even before us doing some of the Kern Yes Summits and going out and speaking to kids all over the community. I was an announcer for you guys. You know, I would be pulled
Absolutely.
in to be an announcer for you guys, and it's a dream come true to me to see the guys that I announced games for 4 years ago getting to play in a Renegade jersey.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. You know, and they actually pay me to do this. I'm like,
wow, really?
You know, I don't know if I
Hold on.
should have said that. I'm like, wow.
You got a good gig, sir. You got a good gig.
I'm not going to tell Sandy. I might have would have did it for free. But
Absolutely.
now y'all stuck with me now. But Ron, you know, just thinking about what Golden Empire Youth Football means to the community and how many parents out there. You know, I was just talking about Ortiz's mom.
Sure.
She joined me at the.
Charlotta?
Yeah, Miss Ortiz.
yeah.
She joined me speaking for the Southwest Mojo jersey presentation.
Oh, yes.
She pumped me up more than myself, and I was like, man, I'm
Absolutely.
supposed to be the pump up guy. You know, but talking about the mothers and parents of your players, how special is it to have great parents to support your organization? Because really, without the parents, it doesn't work, right?
Listen, it's crucial. That's a crucial part of who we are and what we do. We stress family, and it starts at home. That mom you're talking about who represents Elijah Ortiz that's out here today, we have thousands of them. It starts at the home. Moms are more important than anybody because they're the decision maker,
Yes.
and we welcome them in because they drive this organization and our community.
Absolutely. I've been an ant in the corner, a fly on the wall, a butterfly in the flower, you know, in the background of watching y'all do work. But I just got to tell you, man, every time we're around each other, it seems to be something great happening.
Absolutely. Case in point today, absolutely.
Am I lying? Stop me when I'm lying.
Oh, no, you're right, sir.
You know, so last but not least, let's bring in Big KP. Slide on over here, KP.
Come
I ain't
on
gonna
in,
let
special guest star.
I ain't going to let you try to sneak out. My buddy Kevin Powers, dad of this guy, we've worked music together over the years. Seeing this guy transition into a huge football icon from the youth perspective has been a dream come true. You've brought me in as a guest speaker, you know, at many events. You know, I've seen family members in there that you've helped become men, you know, and coaching those kids. So I'm not going to let you just stand over there to the side. I'm going to pull you in, man, because I'm proud of you guys. You and Ron do a lot of great work. Got two of these great representatives on. Got number 30 and what? Number 1? All right, I need a number 23 up here for the next interview.
Absolutely.
All right, Ron, anything you want to tell the world before we get out of here?
Yeah, what I would say is that the tradition that happens here on this field starts at the youth level first. If you're going to play junior college football, best program in the country right here, go Renegades.
Yeah. Hey, you heard it here first. This is Kenny Calvin, Kevin Powers, Ron White, Golden Empire Youth Football. We got the Titans. We got the Bull Pups. Get out there and support your local youth football leagues. We'll be right back after the break.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
While your
matters.
financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you, my brother.
Great interview with Ron.
Appreciate your leadership, VP.
You guys that was an awesome interview. Those young men were looking in that camera. Great representations of Golden Empire Youth Football League. Nice interview. Nice night tonight. 20-6. The Renegades lead by 2 touchdowns as they will kick off to the Warriors. The breeze up here is just perfect. Down the field, it's become stilled as we open up the second half of the first home game of the 2018 season for the Renegades. Pleasure to have everybody with us on Bakersfield.com watching and listening on News Talk 1180 KERN. Christian's on one camera. Chris is on the other.
See,
Our
doubled.
Director and producer, Diana, has Luis next to him. And we have Eric, one of the veterans, with us from years gone by. Our spotter, Coop, has made sure everybody on the Dameron deck has been amply supplied with sugar.
Oh, man, I missed my sugar last week.
Your wife was at the game. What are you talking about? She was right next to you. Oh, you mean Coop. Oh, okay, got it. Here we go. Second half action.
That halftime felt long. Spread offense for El Camino heading south.
Thomas returns to start this second half. Quarterback out of Valencia High School from Castaic, just down the freeway.
Pistol formation.
2 seconds left, and they just get it off to start the third quarter.
Oh, got to make
a couple of tackles broken, and a great start on the ground for Raymond Graham, their leading receiver, their leading rusher last week. And that was a burst of energy right down the near side below us. And just like that, they're nearly at midfield at the 48-yard line to start the second half.
Well, they had 12 carries for negative 10 yards in the first half. That's their biggest carry of the game. Pistol spread formation.
They run it again, and it's right out, and almost the same results again. Another big, strong run by the aforementioned Raymond Graham. He's out of Long Beach Poly High School in Lakewood. And
shout out to my Long Beach fam. VP, when I was a kid, my grandpa lived in Long Beach. He worked at Disney. And I would go there and stay for the summers until he passed. Trips open set.
2nd and 4 this time. The run starts to the right side. Fumble, falls on the ground. Ooh, a big hit and a big pop. And that was a nice stick right there by Damaris Heron. The ball popped out. And the Renegades almost got that. Ooh, but instead, the Warriors get a first down out of it.
Yeah, El Camino going back to what works for them. Heavy read option run.
Renegades, for a second, thought they were bringing everybody, including lucky number 7, Mario.
Shotgun double set.
This time the Renegades hold back. Allen wants to throw deep across the middle. He does, and it is caught. Ooh. Oh, a highlight reel snag by Trevon Clark. And even the Renegade crowd couldn't help but applaud. That was, what a catch.
Great catch, great throw, and great defense by Sean Stevens.
That's what
he was covered.
Right. All of the above.
It's just one of those 50-50 balls that'll happen every now and then, but the key is that he didn't let him behind him. He was there for the play and was able to get a hand on him after the catch.
1st and 10, or 1st and goal from the 8. Raymond gets gobbled up there behind the line of scrimmage from Solario.
Man, Mario is playing lights out right now. But I will say this. After big plays, the Renegade defense has stepped up right away to tackle for a loss. 2nd and 11. 2nd and goal from the 11.
Everybody stretched out along the right side. Allen thought for just a second that one of the Renegades hopped over the line of scrimmage. Did not. 10 on the play clock. 12 and a half left in this 3rd quarter. We're just underway in the 2nd half. Allen on the near hash right below us. Floats one out to the corner. Should be picked off, but I'll tell you what, a great play by Sean Stevens. A flag way back in the backfield where Allen let go. And are they going to say roughing the passer again?
Wow.
It'll be Holden Williams, I think, is who they're going to call this on. Boy, that was real close. Renegade fans not liking it. We can hear them below us. They don't like that call.
Yeah, because it didn't seem like much contact. The quarterback didn't even hit the ground.
No.
I'm wondering what kind of contact it was.
And Kenny, the development of the play was a lob into the end zone, so I didn't have to move my head really far to see where the ball was going. I was watching the play unfold. I did not see that. So that changes everything.
Huge penalty.
A great defensive effort by Sean Stevens to knock that out of bounds. And now all of a sudden, well, I'll tell you this, the wide receiver, Keyshawn Berry for El Camino, took off.
And that's the problem.
False start.
With guys, when you start talking too much. Because you got number 2, I believe that may be Sean Prejean.
Yeah.
Out there jaw-jacking with Abdul Richards, and he runs before the snap.
Isn't that great?
I'll take it. Shut up and play. Ooh, look like we're coming with that double A-gap blitz.
Allen stands at the 15-yard line for the Renegades. Renegades bring it. Oh, goodness. Raymond gets away from the outstretched hands of Alex Bolden, and that actually turns in. And where's the chain gang? Are we going to see those guys? Oh, it's already 1st and goal from the – okay, right. They moved it back. So now 2nd and goal from the 8.
I got to say, great job by the defense in the red zone. They gave up that corner route last time. Now we got double set stacked.
Hard count again. Renegades have shown such great discipline on the line. Allen's tried to get them on a hard count many times tonight. 2nd and 8. They run it. No, they don't. What a great fake. Oh, wow.
And
incomplete. He drops it.
The same receiver that's out there talking after every play has just made 3 bonehead plays. out of the last 4, Vance.
Raymond Graham faked that handoff so perfectly, and then the dart across the middle dropped by Prejean out of Crenshaw High School, and the coach is not happy. Kenny pointing that out. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 8. Allen, they stay on the ground with it. Allen wants to keep it himself, gets to the 5-yard line.
And I believe they do that.
Oh, Thomas, sorry, Aaron Thomas.
I believe they do that, VP, because they know they're going to go for, you haven't been playing well enough on offense to get down here enough, and this may be as close as you can get. But, well, here comes their heavy set.
Well, Thomas had his helmet popped off, so he came jogging off out of sheer necessity. It had to come off, and so now the field goal attempt from the 12-yard line, so it'll be a 22-yard attempt.
And they've already missed one, VP. This is going to be interesting.
The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and it's beautiful right through the middle. The score is 20-9 with 11-12 left here in this 3rd quarter. We'll be right back on Bakersfield.com.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank.
Welcome back, everybody. 20-9 field goal by El Camino. Great job by the Renegade defense. Bend, don't break, and here comes the kickoff, and we're going to see the Renegades get the football here. Nice long kick. Ortiz takes it at the goal line, Nice run to the 39-yard line. We know all about Elijah Ortiz's speed, his skill, his strength, but one of the things that really sets him apart is his vision. He just has great vision.
You hit the nail on the head. His vision in between the tackles, period, is some of the best I've ever seen. When changes direction as well.
When you have patience and vision, we saw that last night at the Bakersfield High School game. They went to play at Ridgeview, and we saw Cameron Williams. He signed to play with the University of Washington.
Cam.
The speed and the athleticism, sure, but that vision, it breeds that confidence when you have the ball in your hand.
Well,
and they start off this drive with just that, some confidence, a 5-yard strong run by Elijah Ortiz, 2nd and 5.
Not for the power play through the 28 hole, but real quick about Cam Williams. One thing about that kid, I lift at in shape. He's the only high school football player I see in that place.
Says a lot. Medina looks over this 20-9 lead. Speaking of confidence, what a boost to Medina to have a little bit of a pad to work with right now. He throws a strike right in between the hash marks. How about that? Hey, we haven't talked to Adarian Rowell yet. What a great play by Rowell.
Adarian Rowell, son of one of my buddies.
The Mustang.
Great catch, Mr. Rowell.
From Stockdale High School, Rowell with a great catch, and now Ortiz bumps on the outside, comes back to the inside. Ooh. Oh, what a beautiful move. And football players on his side of the sidelines over there clapping and saying, that's nice, that is nice. Elijah Ortiz turned nothing into a 5-yard gain.
I mean, right away, VP, you just talked about his vision, and how about that? He sets up his blocks better than ever. Shotgun double set for Medina.
They say he got 4, so 2nd and 6. Cam Roberson way out to the far left side of the line of scrimmage with Rowell. Chance Cooper down here. Hartsfield in the slot. They give it to Ortiz again. Gets caught up at about the 45-yard line, maybe a loss of a yard or two.
El Camino said they had enough of this Ortiz guy. They brought an extra linebacker off the edge.
And guess who the Renegades bring in for Ortiz?
Who? Shane Jones. Who? Shane Jones.
So Stockdale Mustang runs out. BHS Driller runs in. Liberty Patriot at quarterback.
Matter of fact, while they're doing a little check with me, Miss Jones, his mom, told me his name is T.D. Jones, not T.D. Jakes, T.D. Jones.
Have you met Miss Jones? 3rd and 6. Medina fires, and it is nearly picked off, underthrown to say the least, and it would have been picked off by Ryan Nixon. And that was a 3rd and 6, and now it's a 4th and 6. We'll see Carson Olivas come in, and now we'll get to see Olivas's target range. See where he can point, which corner he can put this in.
Real quick, VP, before the punt. On that last play, you have apparent miscommunication where the route was possibly supposed to be broken off by James Holland. As we have another sideline warning for the opposing team. But just a slight miscommunication on the route. Sometimes when, as a receiver, you have a route where it's called before the play, but you have to break it off if you see the blitz coming. That's what Medina was expecting. That's not what the receiver did.
So now Carson Olivas stands at his own 41. No breeze to speak of anymore. Takes the perfect snap, and now he'll get to do a little bit of angling. It bounces at the 15-yard line and picked up at the 5, and here comes the speed of the Renegades. Oh, goodness, what great pursuit. First of all, Josh Moran, and then the wrap-up and throw-down tackle.
VP.
Wow, the pickup, lift-up, and throw-down tackle of Joe Horak.
Vance, we've talked about Carson Olivas all day. He kicks the angled punt down to the 4-yard line, and what does he do as he's walking off? He takes off his helmet and gives one of these to the crowd. What do you expect? I'm Carson Olivas. That's my guy.
Hey, what did Larry Bird say? It's not bragging if you back it up.
Hey, I say it all the time.
It's not bragging if you
Got
back it up.
movement.
They're going to try to go down the far sideline, but they are flagged, so I think there's going to be false start on the Warriors. So more on Carson Olivas. This summer he became nationally ranked, the number 2 ranked punter in the country. In that close circle of very gifted, talented athletes, they all know his name. Division I football seems a certainty, but you know, he continues to produce. He's one of those guys that every single time it's a great punt. It's not like it's 50% of the time. It's 95% of the time he's doing something with that football that's just magnificent.
Absolutely.
And it changes the complexion of a game, obviously. Puts him back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, great play.
And now this Renegade defense starting to sense that the defensive backfield doing their job, and they're been able, the linebackers and linemen just pinning their ears back, Kenny.
Ricky Lying Y had the offsides penalty before. Right away, creates havoc in the backfield. But let's talk about BC kickers. I played with some great kickers here. Ryan Neitz.
Yeah.
Brian Walker. Chad Hathaway.
Right.
Great kickers come from this place. Do your research.
2nd and 8. Oh, wide open across the middle. Had his receiver and then some. Would have been a first down for sure, but it was overthrown. Aaron McGee couldn't get up and grab that one down. So, 3rd and 8.
And if you're El Camino, you want to be careful right here. Yeah, you're down 20-9, 11-point game. But you're throwing the ball from the 7-yard line. You haven't thrown the ball very well at all. Be careful before Jeremiah Johnson picks off another one. He almost had the play before as well.
Johnson, one of the scores for the Renegades, picked it off, ran it back, and a throw out to the far side on the run, and Thomas's pass, no good. It's going to be 4th and long, way back in their own territory up against the flagpole. They will kick heading towards downtown, but it won't even get past the 50-yard line, I don't think. And Cam Roberson's inside the 50. He's starting to survey the land in front of him.
I bet he's hungry, too, because he hasn't had that many opportunities in the offensive flow. But he's a guy that makes the most out of every opportunity.
You're so right, Kenny. Right now he is hoping for something low and at him and give him a head start. Here comes the punt. It's a low one, And it's really low. Will he get a shot at it? Oh, he has to back away. Wisely backs away. That football took one of those funky football rolls away from him and then back to him and then away from him and then back to him. So he said no dice. We'll take a very short break and be back 20-9. Renegades up, 8:04 left here in the third quarter.
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special. For years, Current Schools Federal.
Welcome back. Renegades up 20-9, 8:01 remaining to play in the third quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10 for the Renegades as we miss a play. Medina with the trips open set. Shane Jones joining them in the backfield. But let's talk about the offensive line. I'll say for the most part, the pocket's been well protected. As we run the hand sweep to Shane Jones, and that's cut off for a huge loss of 2. But talking offensive line, we haven't seen Medina put in too much tough positions. He's definitely making good decisions with the ball in his hands. Some of the pre-snap recognition stuff is going to get better with time. He's been out of football for a while. But 3rd and 12.
Rowell down into the slot below us with Chance Cooper. Shane Jones on the right hip of Medina. 20-9 is the score. 7:28 remaining in the third quarter. It's turning into a perfect Saturday night. Nice block up front. Medina lets it fly down the far side. Has his man open, and that's a flag for sure. Cam Roberson would have caught it for a touchdown, and both officials flung those yellow flags as aggressively and as far as they could. Great job for Cam Roberson to get 5 steps past his dude. Woo.
Absolutely, but you see the benefit of taking a shot every now and then.
Of course.
When you have the weapons. I mean, Cam Roberson is probably the fastest guy in the state wearing pads. Every now and then, put him on the outside and throw it. You just got to give those guys an opportunity to make plays because the safeties from the opposing defense, they're playing at 10 yards deep. That's too tight. Stretch the offense, give your offense opportunities for free plays.
Cam Roberson now over here on this side, strong right side of the line of scrimmage. They give it to Elijah Ortiz. Ortiz has done some damage tonight to this El Camino defense, and he continues to a strong 2-yard run. Couldn't agree with you more, partner. Couldn't agree with you more.
Definitely wish these numbers were accurate from the stats perspective because I know Ortiz is putting in some work. 2nd and 8 for the Renegades.
Under 7 to go in the third. They stay on the ground. Ortiz is doing some workman-like stuff in between the hash marks, up by a margin that shows the hard work that's been put in by this Renegade football team. 3 touchdowns, 1 missed PAT, but they're up 20-9.
Yeah, and the offense is doing a great job not forcing things. Coach Dean's calling a marvelous game plan. Shotgun double set for Medina.
3rd and 8. It's a big third down here for this El Camino defense.
4-3 defense for El Camino. And look at the safeties. They're at 10 yards deep, maybe 8.
I think Medina sees that. Nice route. Oh, just overthrows Cam Roberson. That would have been a first down, but the Renegades will have to punt with 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go in this third quarter here.
Yeah, too far for a field goal. When you got the best punter in the business, why not? Let's see what Carson can do with this field position. More of a safe punt look for El Camino until this guy gets back deep. We've been known to run a trick or two.
Yeah, and this is the absolute perfect spot to do it. But they have Olivas back there. He could do it himself. A quick one. Puts it up. Let's see what happens. Bounces backwards for a second, about the 12-yard line, so a nice job.
Another great punt by Olivas. 5:53 remaining to play in the third quarter. Renegades up 20-9, and how about that skyline, Vince? I hadn't even paid attention, but wow. If you've never been up to the Dameron deck, come join me and my big bro, VP. See this beautiful view.
Next week, Santa Monica comes to town, September 15th, 6 o'clock. We'll talk more about tailgating in the fourth quarter and how that can benefit your life. 1st and 10, El Camino.
Whoa.
A run play. Nice job. Good tackle by Damaris Heron.
Heron all over the place tonight, too.
Absolutely.
He's definitely went. Uh-oh, we got some guys cramping up right now. Looks like Simpkins cramping up.
Jalen's cramping up just for a bit. 5.5 left here in the third quarter. It's 20-9 if you're just getting with us. El Camino scored first and had a penalty on the PAT, so they moved it back 5 more yards, and that made the difference. They missed it, and it was 6-0 for a while. And El Camino was kind of just playing some real rugged, tough football, keeping the Renegades out of the end zone. And then bam, 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 2 Elijah Ortiz touchdowns, and then a pick 6 to the house by Jeremiah Johnson. And the Renegades have held on to that lead right now, 20-6, and then another field goal by El Camino makes it a 20-9 football game. Right now, Jalen Simpkins is down. We think just by the early season consistencies and the heat that it could be cramping, but he's not moving yet, so we'll step away for just a second on Bakersfield.com, News Talk 1180, KERN.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades! Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
Welcome back. Simpkins able to get off the field. They got him up and walked off, and they start. The El Camino Warriors start right now with a whoa. Run play by Sean Davenport out of San Pedro, and he was taking that stiff arm 4 or 5 yards out and then slapping dudes on the back of helmets.
Yeah, he tried to sneak an extra slap.
Man, on the back of the helmet, Kenny, not the front.
You're going to have to see me after we shake hands for that one. If that was me.
Well, picked up a first down, a nice big run for Davenport, and it is now 1st and 10 at the 29. And he wants to throw, but he pulls it inside anyway. And Thomas, not a bad run at all. Almost took a vicious hit from Heron, but he escaped that one enough to go down for a 9-yard gain. Yeah, 4:44 left in the third.
Thomas hasn't made too many mistakes. He's definitely doing the best he can. But I'll just be honest with you. Our defensive line has basically manhandled their offensive line.
2nd and 2. Run play right down here below us to the left side of the line of scrimmage. Solario comes in and finishes off the early work that was done by Damaris Heron out of Independence High School. But they pick up the first down. The Warriors keep going, and a stinger by Sean Davenport just is holding his right wrist as he comes off.
Shotgun double set for El Camino.
40-yard line, trying to get to midfield.
40 even front with a single high safety for the Renegades.
Thomas drops back, steps up in the pocket, lets it go, and everybody from El Camino, and they finally do get the flag. I think the field judge just basically thought that the back judge was going to throw it, and he didn't. So he decided, well, I've got to throw it because it was right in front of me. It was on the Renegades. Inadvertent. I think their feet got tangled up.
Exactly.
But it was out in a swath of land where only 2 players and an official were, and it was a pass play, so.
Yeah, and I think the coaching staff called that for the referee as the ball trickled about 10 bounces before the flag actually came out.
You mean when 10 grown men and 20 student athletes go, hey, whoa!
Wow, come on, guys. Don't be so easily influenced.
That has something to do with it. My man KC, like that only happens on one side of the field. I love you, brother.
Man.
I love you. It never happens on the other side. First and 10 now. They did get inside Renegade territory with it. They're inside now on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and they're staying in that spread set. Renegades seem to be in a 4-4 defense, playing a little bit of 3 deep coverage to try to deal with this run game, as well as these 4 wide out sets.
Okay, they're working on getting the clock set where they need it to be. It's 4:12 in the third quarter. We're ready to go now. They've started the game clock and the play clock. Play action, thrown over the middle, over the outstretched hands of Trayvon Clark, who's had some nice grabs tonight, and he's 6'4", so if they overthrew him, it was high. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the Renegade 45-yard line. Welcoming all of our listeners. News Talk 1180 KERN. What a pleasure to have you back with us again this season. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Kenny Calvin with me and the whole crew. Great to have everybody up on top of the Dameron deck, ready to go tonight. First home game of the 2018 season. Renegades 0-1. The Warriors 0-1. Losses to Mount Sac and Riverside, respectively. Play clock down to 2 seconds. And Thomas takes the snap, or does he? Oh, goodness. At the last split second, he gets it complete out there. And it's a nice reception.
We got a hold.
And there's a flag out in the Badlands at about the 40-yard line. And whistles are blowing, and they're basically trying to tell everybody, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. It's going to be a hold against the Warriors. Spot on, Kenny.
Hold up, bring it back, come rewind.
Here comes the call.
Holding offense number 84. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
Pierre Kaku out of Palisades High School in Los Angeles.
VP, I got to say, El Camino's coaching staff is doing a good job keeping them in this game. But for some reason, their offense keeps kicking themselves in the foot. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back.
They start the game clock, under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's a 20-9 lead. The crowd pensive, pleased up to this point, but still looking for some more. And the Renegades really came at it hard, kind of oversold on the runner, passed him up. Raymond Graham had the ball, and 3 Renegades went past him like in traffic. And he said, okay, go ahead and pass in front of me. Now I'll go. And he picked up a nice gain.
Absolutely. Young linebackers and defensive ends. As you're blitzing, no matter what the call is, if you're asked to blitz, still play with your eyes up.
Yeah. They ran right past him. 3rd and 8.
Renegades switched to the 30 front. 3-4 defense, looking like a little bit of Pittsburgh Steelers.
I hear some of the defensive coaches for the Renegades down on the sideline, across the field, and 200 feet below me, barking some serious orders. Thomas steps up into the pocket, has time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he tried to make a move and couldn't get away. And that was a
and he's hurt.
really nice play by Jalen Simpkins. And I'll tell you what, Thomas tried to get out into the flatlands, and I thought he was going to just stretch it out, go out of bounds, maybe get close to a marker, but instead he cuts back up into the field, and he paid the price because we can tell you this, the West High School Vikings sophomore, Jalen Simpkins, who's back on the field.
Well, I'll tell you something about the Simpkins family. My outside linebacker, Jerome Simpkins, wore number 56. His neck was as wide as the home seating section. So I guarantee you his sons aren't far down the line when it comes to the strength department. And he just slammed that dude and almost knocked him out.
Well, we hope Aaron Thomas is okay. He's back over here. Oh, goodness, he's wobbly. I was just going to say he's going to meet with the staff, and he is wobbly. And the ball bounces, and it's going to stop at about the 10-yard line. So also doing a nice job punting the football tonight for the El Camino Warriors. That's not the first good punt. A couple of good punts there.
Absolutely.
So With 2:23 remaining here in the third quarter, hope you're enjoying this coverage of Bakersfield College Renegade football on News Talk 1180 KERN for our radio listeners and for all of our viewers on Bakersfield.com. I do need to say very quickly how appreciative we are for Luigi's Restaurant and Delicatessen. The great catering job they do, the unbelievable ambiance over on the east side. It's just a staple for Kern County when we have friends and relatives and anybody visiting. We want to take them to Luigi's. Thank you to Gino and the entire crew over there. Appreciate all that you do. Thank you to Luigi's. 1st and 10 for the Renegades. Elijah Ortiz, a strong run, and he gets 5 yards, 2 of it sideways at the end, but a strong run. And also we want to thank our good friends at Hodell's tomorrow.
Well, I got to tell you,
I'm there.
Blake Brown, our offensive lineman out of Garces High School, is doing a phenomenal job run blocking today. Great job, big guys. I don't forget about you. Love my linemen.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Renegades lead by 11. A slant across the middle. Oh, should have been caught right in the hands of Adrian Rowell and back out. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Rowell made a really nice cut right into the seam of the football field but dropped it.
Yeah, when you're coming in as a second string, third string guy, you got to make the most of every opportunity. That one hit him right in the bird basket.
Called his name a lot last year and the year before that at Stockdale High School.
His dad, Andre Rowell, is one of my childhood buddies and one of our sponsors for my Kids and Cleat campaign this summer. Shout out to the Rowell family.
Fantastic. 3rd and 4. Medina stands on the far hash at the 10-yard line, flicks one out here, and it's caught by Ortiz. A shoestring, high-line, high-wire catch, and he pulled it in just in time after he passed the first down sticks. What a beautiful catch by, again, a Stockdale Mustang.
I know Medina has some growing to do from a timing perspective with the rest of the receivers, but him and Ortiz seem to be on the same page.
He got that out quick. That was nice.
Yes. I can't wait to see Medina's numbers.
Fakes the handoff, throws. This time it's caught again. Roberson catches it at the 29-yard line. Takes a couple of hits, but a good 7-yard gain on first down.
I love the fact that Coach Dean isn't getting satisfied with this lead and still attacking the secondary. Great job going after that right corner over there. Playing a lot of games with him.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 2. From the 30-yard line, trying to get to midfield. Medina with a great fake, lowers the shoulder pads and picks up a 7-yard gain. And listen to that Renegade crowd. They love it. Quarterback keeper down the far hash and moves the sticks.
Well, VP, I know we talked about it a bit last year, but having one consistent quarterback is great for this football team.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right about that. You get into a groove, don't you? The cadence, the rhythm, the timing. The management of the clock, the linemen know when. It's go time, and now it is. Medina drops back, fires it. Uh-oh, careful, careful, careful. And Cam Roberson didn't come back to it quick enough, and it was so close that Vincent Hurd almost made this a real close football game with about a 35-yard pick six.
Absolutely. We talked about that last week. Receivers waiting for the ball instead of coming back towards it. Cam's going to be mad at himself when he checks that out. But that may be a time for Medina to call it a fade, audible out of that hitch if they're bump and run.
2nd and 10. Elijah Ortiz gets gobbled up.
They run the read option power for a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 11. As we're nearing the end of the third quarter, Renegades up 20-9.
Back after this with the fourth quarter on Bakersfield.com. News Talk of 1180 KERN.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while Your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account. As you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
Current
matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Up 20-9. Oh, and we fumble. Medina with the keeper, and he's going to turn it over. It was 3rd and 11. Definitely looking to try to do something safe so we can set up field position with Carson Olivas, but we fumble it away. We haven't seen Medina turn the ball over much. Great pursuit by El Camino, putting them in a position to have good field position. And they come out in the shotgun trips open set. Renegades staying in that 40 even front.
Wow.
4-3 defense with a single high safety.
Certainly changes the complexion of the second half as we start the fourth quarter. And you can just see it in that run. It wasn't the great, it really not a ton of yards, but then they didn't quit. They didn't stop. El Camino breathing new life.
Absolutely, and they're a team that's going to fight till the end. We had a crazy game last year. What we don't want to do.
And the year before.
Yes, and that was actually the first, or the game before I actually joined you guys 2 years ago.
Right.
Shotgun trips open set.
Thomas knocked out last series. Now it's Grant Froilo. They stay on the ground, and it's a strong, strong run.
And that's what you're going to expect from an El Camino team that doesn't pass the ball a whole lot, but when their number one quarterback goes out, expect heavy run, expect some quick screens. But right now with this bunch set, you could even think another corner route. So those DBs up top going to have to be awake.
Grant wants to throw, flushed out of the pocket, has time, but the Renegade defense just doesn't give up. They just don't stop. And that's a great play by JT. James Thomas stays in there and makes that tackle. It looks like Grant Farillo out of Wayne Valley, New Jersey, a little more mobile than Thomas.
After this play, I want to get to something about the secondary. Before the even front, trips open set for El Camino.
2nd and 8. A throw.
And what I was going to say is
Dropped.
last week I was extremely tough. Sorry for cutting you off, Vance, but last week I was extremely tough on Abdil Richards. I'm always tough on my corners. I'm honest about that. Today we haven't said his name at all. Know why? Because he's over there locking up. And he's doing a great job playing man coverage against some pretty talented receivers. So shout out to Abdil Richards. Way to bounce back and keep guys in front of you.
No news is good news at that DB spot, unless that news is a pick six by Jeremiah. 3rd and 8. Ball's on the Renegade 21-yard line. Again, they toss it out to the flatlands, but he decides to come back up against the grain on the far hash and well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 4. And the heavy package in.
Well, hey, VP, on that play, we brought Alex Bolden, the sophomore outside linebacker from Washington Union in Fresno, off the edge. And there's really no time to look for anything down the field, so they check it down.
Now the field goal attempt from the 24-yard line on the left hash. the far hash for us, up against the BC sidelines. This ball is going to be kicked towards the flagpole and the BC logo. It's no good.
Yeah, we got a
It
hand
is
on that,
low,
VP. We got a hand on that.
and it was touched as it left the foot.
Great job by our defense, bowing up again, not giving up. After the turnover by the offense, we yield 0 points.
Chris Valle, the kicker, had his ball deflected, and it stays 20-9, just underway here in this fourth quarter. I'm Vance Palm with Kenny Calvin, the entire crew here. Christian on our right camera, Chris on our left camera. Luis handling, well, looking like the boss, but the real boss right next to him is
So proud of Miss Diana.
Diana, Lady Diana, Eric, and Shane Jones. I think that is. That Shane or Elijah?
Maybe Elijah on that.
It is
Terry.
Elijah. Picks up a couple of yards. So right now, with an 11-point lead and having Medina stripped last series, a big fumble. Now all of a sudden, you know, a new part of the dialogue is protect that football.
Spread set. Tight end right for Medina.
Medina flushed out of the pocket, throws it, flings it. Oh, and a great job by Chance Cooper. He stopped his route, came back to the football, and it ends up being just the perfect thing to do at the perfect time, first down.
Ooh, and Medina getting up a little bit slow.
It took a big hit,
He jogs
3
it
guys
off.
on him.
This guy is tough, but he also makes great decisions under pressure. You know, and he's fleshed out with 4 guys in his face, and he rolls right and finds a guy on the comeback out. Was that Cooper with the catch?
It sure was.
Number 18. Salute.
Zach Hartsfield, the freshman tight end from Centennial, comes in. 1st and 10, Renegade at their own 40. And stays in the hands of Elijah Ortiz, maybe about a yard. 11-20 and counting here in the fourth quarter, 20-9. Nice game tonight for the Bakersfield College Renegades.
VP, one thing I'm learning about being a reporter now is not everybody likes reporters.
Really?
I've had a few people,
Really?
you know, a few comments here and there, and I'm tough on guys, but hey, just call it how I see it, and right now we're doing fantastic.
2nd and 9. Little flare out here to Elijah Ortiz. He cuts back up against the grain, always looking for daylight, and he gets it up to the 47-yard line. Cut right back up in between the hash, and
There's that vision again, VP.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, 6 out of 10 running backs would have just kept coming out here to the left, and he said, no, I've seen where I want to go with it. And he picks up 3 extra yards, 3 big yards, makes it 3rd and 3.
You know, my teammate Larry Parker trains a lot of guys. He played receiver at Bakersfield High School and USC and for the Kansas City Chiefs. He teaches jabbing that foot into the ground. Great job by Ortiz getting up the field.
Medina, quick pass out to the far side. Great catch by Cam Roberson, and it is super, super close to that line.
Great spot.
And they do.
Full
They spot him
progress.
for the first down. So all of the theatrics of the El Camino DBs doing the no way sign.
Yeah, and that ref that actually caught the ball from the guy that spotted it actually took a step back north.
Yeah,
take
and you know what, Kenny? Now they're going to discuss it. Now they're going to talk about it because the original spot was on the other side of the 50. The umpire came in, and now they're going to actually have a measurement.
We definitely, when he came in and spotted that, he was on the other side of the 50. He handed the ball to the other official. He steps on the north
It's
side
like
of
the official
50.
caught it in stride. He caught it in stride and went another step into the north side of the 50. Oh, wow, look at that.
A full yard. That's ridiculous.
So on the Renegade sideline, the official marked it on the El Camino 49.5. It was just past the first down marker inside
Ridiculous.
El Camino territory. Well, then the back judge jogged up to catch the ball. The official tossed him in it, and he caught it in stride and took one more step to the other side of the 50, much
Get
to
it
the ire of
together.
our longtime Dameron Deck crew.
9:51 remaining to play.
And now they move it. Oh, boy. And you can hear the Renegade faithful on that side of the stands over there saying, no way. Bad
Terrible
spot.
spot.
Good evening, Keith. How are you tonight?
Mr. Ford.
Good, doing great. Thank you. Mr. Hanson, good to see you again as well. Thank you for the shade. They put up a beautiful pop-up here to keep our crew cool under a day that started up here at about 102 degrees. Now it's got to be a cool, nice 91, 92.
Well,
you're still hot. You're at a 105 with this spot.
Yeah, I'm at 113.
It's 4th and 1.
Hey, Keith, I was hoping that wind kept up so I can brag about bringing my windbreaker.
I told you that would all die down, literally and figuratively. Here we go, 4th and 1. If there was ever a time to work on a fake punt, this might be it. Olivas looks like he's going to do it, and he does. He punts a beauty. He's going to be fair caught at about the 15-yard line.
Well, when your defense playing at a level like we're playing right now, why even chance it?
Sure.
Kick it.
Sure.
These guys haven't been able to move the ball. Let's line up and play defense. Yep. Special shout out to Mr. Keith Ford, Associate AD. Trips open, shotgun set for El Camino. Seems they're still playing with their backup quarterback.
Yeah, he's still in there. It's, Aaron Thomas took that hit, and now it's Grant Ferrallo. A handoff to the near side right below us, and it's going to be the tough running Raymond Graham. By the way, I mentioned the first half he's out of Long Beach Poly. Just gives you some idea of the depth of the talent pool down there.
Yeah, my wife came to the game. She brought her cousin, Nat. She does a lot of work in music in the Long Beach, Compton area. She knows a ton of kids that are playing on the other side. Great talent over there on that sideline, but not more than us.
2nd and 9. A run play between the hash marks. Good, strong run play. Goodness, he's still up. Whistles don't blow till right now. And that was a big run on a 2nd and 9. And Prejean gets at least 5 yards. It'll make it 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
And if you're Alex Bowden, you're mad at yourself.
Yeah.
Because you had him for a loss, and you didn't wrap up. Wrap up, squeeze jersey. I don't care how many fingernails you lose.
3rd and 3. A pass goes thrown, and there's a flag. The second the ball was snapped, an incomplete pass, I believe it'll be declined because I think it was offsides because the flag, or will it be encroachment? It is. It is.
20-9, 11-point lead with 8:44 to go. But you still don't want to get careless as a Renegade team. We've had a ton of plays where we're jumping and we're not getting caught. Somebody got to talk to the D-line. Stop being so anxious, guys.
Some more of our Golden Empire Youth football players down here, Kenny, making their way down.
Man, I love seeing these guys. Shout out to the Wolverines coaching staff.
Pass play down here below us dropped.
We talked about the importance of youth football in the community and where our passion for the game comes at an early age. A lot of out-of-town people come and move to California. They move to Bakersfield, and they're like, what do you guys do around here for fun? We play football, and it ain't for fun. We play for real. Trips open set for El Camino.
They keep it on the ground. They take it out to the left side, the far side, up against the BC sideline, and a swarming defense by those Renegades. Jeremiah Johnson comes in at the very end, but not until Alex Bolden does some work. And Mario Solario, always around the football.
Madman Mario Solario. That dude is everywhere. Renegades switch to a 3-4 defense and go with the 2-high safety look. Maybe a little bit of 2-man. Obvious passing down as they roll right. And it's incomplete.
And the pass attempt by Farillo's right arm comes up incomplete, and that'll bring up a 4th and 7. So the Renegades defense does it again. Other than a touchdown early in the football game when the sun was still up and 1 field goal, that's all they've given up. They've played a superb football game tonight.
Very proud of my defense. I made a huge post today talking about the people that I got a chance to play with as a player. But the last word on that post was defensive MVP. I love seeing my guys play at a high level because that's what I did.
How about this? Carl Bryan just announced tonight's attendance, 4,000.
Nice.
Roberson chases it back to the 22. Cuts back up here. Will he get some blocks? He does. He's got the speed. He's at the 35.
Oh, there goes the helmet.
And maybe a flag at the end. There was a cheap shot on Cam Roberson on the way out, and oh goodness, a crackback block, and we hope he's okay. The helmet popped off.
VP, I got to tell you.
And we just hope he's okay. That is Cameron Denmark out of Narbonne High School. He came running back, and it's one of those plays, Kenny, where you've got to know when you're chasing down a return man,
Keep
the head on the swivel.
We said it's peach poke. You owe me a Coke, VP.
Now, not only was he knocked flat, his helmet popped off, and quite the dramatic optic for everybody on this side of the field for sure, but even on the Renegade sideline, they let out one big, it was a big, big hit. We hope he's okay. He's down on all fours as we speak right now, but he's being tended to. 7:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back on Bakersfield.com on News Talk 1180 KERN.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall.
Growth starts small, and it happens fast. An idea becomes a plan. That plan gets brought to life. At Rabobank, we provide the financial solutions hardworking families need to thrive, like convenient personal banking and home lending. We're Rabobank. Let's talk. Growth starts small.
7:52 remains in the fourth quarter. Marcus Furlow, who had a nice showing last week against Mount Sac.
He did.
The Foothill High School Trojan has been sent to the locker room early, take a shower. He popped the helmet off.
Blindside block.
One of the El Camino Warriors, they say targeting. The helmet popped 2, 3, 4 feet over the player's head, and it was quite the optic. And we're just glad that he's up and he's doing okay. That was Cameron Denmark, and he is doing okay, not even being tended to now that he's on the sideline, but that was a big, big hit. And
VP, you know what that reminded me of? One of our great Renegades from last year, Tyrell Eddington.
Big T.
He stayed making helmets roll. I don't feel at home unless I see a helmet roll. And they actually knocked off Purdue today on the last-second field goal at Eastern Michigan. Great job by my cousin Tyrell Eddington.
Well, Cameron Denmark now down here on the bench sitting with his other players, and glad he's okay. 1st and 10 for the Renegades.
Cut up.
Elijah Ortiz wrapped up at about the 12-yard line. Nothing doing there. Loss of about 3. But the clock continues to tick, and now we're at the 7.5 mark left in the fourth quarter. Renegades up 20-9. Again, we want to say a sincere thank you to Hodel's, the fine dining restaurant that is a name synonymous with Kern County and Bakersfield, right on 99 and Olive Drive. Dining halls, meeting rooms, wedding receptions, just the best rice pilaf on the planet, and a Long story, traditional relationship here with Bakersfield College. Thank you, Hodel. Shane Jones drops the football, fumbles the ball towards the end zone, and it's recovered by El Camino, and it's at the 1-yard line. First and goal from the 1. Shane Jones coughed up the football, and with 7:07 left in the fourth quarter, uh-oh.
Well, it's one of the reasons why, as an offensive player, you don't want to try to scoop the ball up after it's on the ground. Just get on it. Bad exchange. Not sure if Shane was just trying to put a little more extra effort in, which he does. And every now and then when you got a back that works as hard as they do, it's going to happen. But you just don't want it to happen when you're on your own end of the field. Because now it's first and goal from the 1. But one thing about sudden change, as a defensive captain, and I'll talk about this because that's been my topic of the day, I like to inspire my guys that, hey, they think they're going to get in right now. Watch this. Let's see if we can get 4 straight for the goal line stance. See if this defense want to play with some passion because they have been all day.
You're absolutely right. This is for sure going to be a vital opportunity for El Camino. They've got to make this count.
Wildcat,
and that didn't start right, and they went right to their big guy, Raymond Graham, but
and that's one play, VP. Great job by the defense, bowing up on first down. Loss of 1. Let's see, guys.
Under 7 to go now. 6:48 to be exact. The score 20-9. Bakersfield College with an 11-point lead, but El Camino, there's always something about these Warriors and Renegades. Things change quickly and late.
Crazy games.
They try to jam it in, and I think they do.
Doesn't look like they're getting the spot so far.
Oh, they do. They give him
they
a touchdown. So he jammed it in from about a foot behind the line of scrimmage, and that is the backup quarterback, Grant Farillo, making it a 20-15 game now. It's all about this 2-point conversion.
Very interesting. Now let's take it back a few plays, Vance. We have the targeting call after the great return.
You're right.
We were on the 45.
You're right.
They're 45. 15 yards back, we go backwards. Another penalty, we go backwards. And then a fumble. But a pick and a
2-point
return
conversion
right now would be great for us.
It's a 5-point margin, so they need to get the 3, and it's broken up, floated it over the middle, and just way too much time. There's way too many talented, high-leaping, super fast Renegades for that to be successful. Broken up, so it remains the awkward 5-point deficit, 20-15. 6:25 to go, Kenny.
And this is where, as a Renegade offense, you have to bring your NyQuil out and put these guys to sleep, because you can't come out and just run it 3 times and kick it back to them, because now if they score, we lose. So we still have to be aggressive. Let's see what Coach Dean comes up with.
Next week, September 15th, 6 p.m., we'll be right back here at Memorial Stadium, and we will be welcoming in the Corsairs of Santa Monica College. Be here.
They may actually try an onside kick right now, so if you're the Renegade kickoff return team, you want to be aware of game time situations.
And we've had a couple texts about the sound system.
It ain't my fault.
And it'll get worked out. Not ours, not ours. Sorry, Diana, not ours. Diana, you're funny. Not ours. It has to do with downstairs and right below us. We got you. It'll get worked on. The Renegades will have the return brought up to about the 29-yard line, about the 30-yard line by Elijah Ortiz, and Rowell was back there with him. 6:18 remains here, and Kenny, to your point, a sustained, long, and hopefully scoring drive puts this thing away.
Absolutely. You know, you got a great offensive line that's playing very well, doing an excellent job run blocking. Let's see if we're going to put that read option, zone read, RPO offense we run to work.
Last Saturday night, we had an incredible interview with Coach Waffle. He's standing below us down here on the mezzanine level.
A legend.
What a great interview, and he wants to see what we want to see. How about this? Medina with a keeper down the far right side up against the BC sideline, and a 13-yard gain. First down, moves the change from the back third of the field to the middle of the field, about the 42-yard line. I can tell you this, Coach Waffle liked that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
offensive line did it.
And great call by Coach Dean to try to switch it up a bit. We've been going read option sweep. And we about to be joined by some legends again. I love it. Trips open set for the Renegades, and we're in no hurry right now. 10 seconds remaining on the play clock.
Medina stands on the far hash at the 36-yard line, hands the ball to Ortiz. Ortiz, patient, takes a look, gets 2 yards, they say. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
And it's getting physical down there. You got number 70, Eamon Sullivan, son of my teammate Sully, still putting in work, run blocking.
Well, there's Blaine and Blake Brown, and Blake Brown, number 66. Both of them went to Garces Memorial High School and doing some big work in there. Number 65 and 66. 5 minutes and counting. 2nd and 8. The ball's at their own 44-yard line. Medina stands in the shotgun at his own 38-yard line. Takes a high snap. Again, hands the ball off to Elijah. A couple of great moves. Really good moves, and he picks up the first down. One stall move, and then a burst of energy, and then one shifty move to the right, and it's a first down, Renegades.
I mean, we can't say it enough. The guy has 40-40 vision. And we got a timeout by El Camino, I believe.
One of their Warriors are down here at the 46, 47-yard line. 4:47 remains here. And we have a timeout taken by the Renegades. Gives us a chance to take a quick break. 20-15. Renegades up 5 in the fourth quarter. 4:47 left.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're...
1st and 10, we're back with 4:40 and counting in the fourth quarter. This game has become interesting a few different times, none less than right now. 1st and 10, the Renegades have it at the El Camino 47-yard line. And Medina looks over to the sidelines. He has Elijah Ortiz on his right hip. They're looking at the play clock. They want it to get below 10, and that's exactly what's happening. Now Medina calls. He's on the short hash right next to us, takes the snap. After all of that, a run play, and it's to Ortiz again.
Stay in
Ortiz. Oh, I don't know if he did. They say he did. And the El Camino coaching staff saying, wait a minute, we're standing right where he went out of bounds. They said, no, he stayed in. 3:59 and counting. So gut check time for both football teams, actually, certainly for this El Camino Warrior defense. And can the Renegades keep moving the chains? 2nd and 6. Medina has Ortiz in the backfield with him. Chance Cooper way out on the right side up along the BC Renegade sideline. Way down here below us on the left side of the line of scrimmage, Cam Roberson. The Renegades heading south geographically. 5 on the play clock. Again to Ortiz. Ortiz finds a little bit of a seam, continues to move the legs, but no gain. It'll be 3rd and 6, 3:22 remaining here. Second game of the season, first home game for the Renegades in 2018.
And you're doing exactly what you want to do as a Renegade football program. You don't want to be in too much of a hurry. And like I said, this is the NyQuil offense. Let's put them to sleep. Run the football, stretch the clock. Trips open set for Medina.
3rd and 6. Play clock below 10. What breeze we may have had in the second quarter or halftime is long gone. Ortiz runs to the right, cuts back up midfield. Oh, a couple of beautiful moves, and he goes down to the 35-yard line. Listen to this crowd. They love it.
Ready to go night-night. That's what that first down means. And, hey, VP, look to your right. We were so lucky last week to have Coach Mike Waffle, NFL legend, Renegade legend, and he loved us so much, he's back in the house.
Well, he saw the offensive line do what they're supposed to do right there, and that is create that momentum, and the rest was left up to Elijah Ortiz. A couple of beautiful moves, and now it's 1st and 10 at the El Camino 35-yard line. 2:27 and counting. The Renegades hanging on to a 5-point lead right now.
And this is the maturity of the offense. You know, we talked last week about making better decisions.
Fumble! Medina doesn't have it, loses it, and it's picked up by El Camino. Mishandled the snap. Medina goes back to get it, falls on it, but then it pops through his legs, out back by his ankles, and El Camino, all of them saying they have it. All of them saying they have it, just as we're talking about keeping the drive going, and they keep the football. So somehow, and it had to be Medina. He was the only guy back there. It had to be Josh that was able to keep that football. There was no other Renegade back there, Kenny.
Well, I'll tell you, right in the midst of my sentence about the maturity of the offense, we have one of the most immature plays of the second half.
And it was not a bad snap. I think it was just eyeball somewhere else.
That's where the check with me can come back to haunt you. Because
in the shotgun.
In the shotgun, you have your quarterback looking to the sideline for a call, miscommunication with the center. Oh, that would have been a disaster.
Well, it's not great anyway with 2:04 to go in the fourth quarter, 20-6. Even our spotter Coop up, nervous, pacing around. We all kind of were hoping for just drain this whole drive out, and we end up winning this thing, in the next 2 minutes. But all of a sudden, there's a stoppage of play, there's timeouts, there's fumbles, there's a couple of seconds there we were wondering if we were going to give El Camino the football back in our territory, but it ends up 2nd and 10, 2:07 left, 20-15. The Renegades haven't scored in a long time.
Yeah, and what this does, it puts us in a position to have to play football. We can't just come out and run it because we have to get some of that yardage back. 2nd and about 25, maybe, yeah.
Kenny, it's been over an hour and a half since we scored in real time on the clock, on our watches. So it's been a while.
How about one of my clients? I see one of my clients down here in this jersey, and that just gave me goosebumps.
2nd and 23. The ball back in Ortiz's hands. He's trying to make it all up in one run, does a good job, gets it up to the 40-yard line, but it's still going to be 3rd and about 14 from, they say, now the 39. So El Camino calls another timeout. Gives me another chance to thank Luigi's. Thank you to Gino and everybody at Luigi's Restaurant, Italian Delicatessen. Thank you for being a name synonymous with Renegade football, Bakersfield College athletics. It's going to be a busy place soon. Well, it's always busy, but it's going to be even busier with the holiday season. And they have the new dining hall. So please let everybody know at Luigi's you're ready to have your holiday party there if there's any room.
VP, I got to tell you. See these 3 young men down here with
yes, I do.
Miramonte-colored Golden Empire Youth football jerseys? That's my client and his 2 twin brothers. Over the summer, I had an opportunity to help them play football. And to see them right there is just, this is a tearjerker. Changing their lives through the game.
That's great, Kenny. They're beaming. What a fun night.
Wow.
Come out here on a Saturday night.
Man.
And Golden Empire Youth Football League night. Get to come down here and pregame, walk down on the field. They're all hanging out down there by the gate. It's a blast for them. Kenny, you're a good man, and these young men are able to reap the rewards of your great heart.
Well, it ain't me, it's we, Vince.
3rd and 17. Ortiz from a draw play, looking to get outside. He just might. Gets to the outside, and he stays in bounds. Goes down about the 30-yard line. So he's going to be 5 yards short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and 5, but the clock has stopped, continues to go. What's happening? Was there a timeout called? Okay, so El Camino has called their final timeout with 1:53.
And Vance, what do? We're here at the 30, which makes it a 47-yard field goal. if we try it from there, that's pretty steep for the Jaeger. But like you said, no wind. And eventually we have to try to see what your leg is like. I don't think we punt from here.
I like Medina on a draw.
I like Medina on a draw or RPO, run pass option. 4th and about 5. Or let's line up for the field goal and go fake field goal.
The holder for the field goal unit is Josh Moran, Bakersfield High School quarterback. So a risky play, not as, it's riskier than just having Medina work some magic for us.
VP, I'm going to tell you something real quick. I had 2 catches for about 120 yards my whole career. They came off of fake punt plays. We keep some tricks in the bag.
It's a nice average, dude.
Yeah, I want to say I might have the highest receiving yardage average. I only had 2 catches.
After all that, who do we see come out? Number 10.
Oh, my goodness.
So Carson Olivas, one of the top punters in the state of California, will stand at the El Camino 45.
Maybe we rugby punt.
Well, we know he's got legs on fakes. He's used them before. And they will let the play clock get as low as they can get it. It's not moving the game clock whatsoever. They come out of a timeout, and they may just move it back a little bit, which is what they do. The flags will come out, and they'll move it back 5 yards, give Carson a little bit more room to work his artistry. And now he'll stand pretty much right at midfield, about the 50-yard line now. So you start to do the metrics. He will probably put his foot on the ball pretty close to midfield.
Well, I got to say, VP, puts a lot of pressure on the defense, but they've handled it well so far. 53 seconds left to play. We take the delay of game to get a little bit more room for Carson Olivas, who's been fantastic punting the football as usual.
Keyshawn Berry stands at the 10. So 40 yards separate Carson Olivas and Keyshawn Berry. Olivas, a high end over end, and it might bounce and go the other way, and it does, and it stops 10-yard line. So right where Berry was standing is exactly where the football went down. So how about this? 1st and 10 for El Camino, and you're starting to hear the crowd below us, some of the El Camino Warrior fans saying, hey, we're still in this with 143, down 5, ball starts at their own 10, but I think more important than anything to note is that they have no timeouts.
No timeouts. Defense has been playing at a high level. 1 sack wins this football game. Let's see who wants it. Or pick 1 and out. Jeremiah Johnson, pick another one, take it to the house.
Are you choosy?
Choosy lover.
1st and 10.
Would like to see some pressure.
Ferrallo's been in since Thomas went down. Oh,
there it is.
Big hit by Stephen Marks, the
Great
Bakersfield
job.
High School driller sophomore. You just mentioned it. 1 sack wins this game. We'll see. Whistle stopped the clock, and then they restarted again. 2nd and 16. He's got to get rid of it. He throws as he's hit in the end zone, incomplete, flushed out of the pocket, and clock stopped. So 1:11 remains in the 4th quarter. If indeed the Renegades were able to hold on and get this win right now in regulation play, we'll take a break and we'll come back and have our wrap-up show and some highlights and talk about this game and next week's game. But this game not over. 3rd and 16 from their own 4-yard line. 1:11 remains in this 4th quarter. The Renegades up 20-15. El Camino.
Low snap.
Another low snap. He better get rid of it. He's hit as he throws it, and he is drilled as he's thrown it right in the back. A big, big hit. Why? Ricky Ling, why? That's why. 106.
Oh,
and now they're going to have to put their foot on the ball and boot this thing. Or will they? I don't know why they would punt it. Go for the 1st down. If you don't get it, you weren't going to get it. They put the ball in the air, and it might be, and it's knocked down, incomplete, and
2
for all
seconds
intents
left.
and purposes,
That was it. 4th and 16.
Sean
That's a wrap.
Stevens deflected the ball into a win. 20-15, the Renegades up 5, and Sean Stevens, the Ridgeview Wolfpack sophomore, 6 foot 182, got up in the air, deflected that ball significantly, and it falls on the grass, and exactly what the coaching staff from El Camino was thinking. We've got to try to get this first down. If not, Coach Chudy's going to take a knee, and that'll be that. So the Renegades going to get out of here with a win to even up at 1-1, and they get the season started at home with a W. That is great.
One heck of a game. I think I got about 4 more gray hairs.
Yeah, as Medina, it's got to feel good for this journeyman. Whoa! Hey! The cannon goes off 55 seconds prematurely. But you know what? Hey, look, when you haven't been at home in over a year, you want to get as many shots off as you can. So 40 seconds to go. He may be thinking, look, the Renegades haven't scored in an hour and a half. I want to let this cannon go now.
Well, I was kind of confused a bit, too. We've lost a few bulbs on our our scoreboard, but that's why we're getting the upgrade at the end of the season.
The handshakes start to come out. Clean football game, well-played football game, but it's a 20-15 win for the Bakersfield College Renegades. Great job by BC. Got all their points in the first half and hung on in the second half. So we'll take a commercial break. We'll come back and wrap it up and have some discussion points and get us into next week's games as well. Renegades win 20-15, and now I think we'll hear boom. Back right after this on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
Current
matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, more than any big national bank can offer? Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something
Think
special.
about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
While your
matters.
financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, more than any big national bank can offer? Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale.
Next
at
week
Les
versus
Schwab.
Santa Monica, favorite football team. I hope it's the Renegades.
Man, that's easy. That's going to be an easy one. Okay, let's just say that you don't wear your Renegade gear, but you do have a favorite football team. It could be the Arvin Bears, could be the BHS Drillers, could be the USC Trojans. You never know. It's going to be right here, tailgating right out there. $500 to the winner. $500?
I could use $500.
Let's you and I go down. Well, we have to do the gig, and the gig is reporting the football game, 20-15. Renegades with a big win to start off week 2 of their season in 2018, but week 1 at home. And we're here next week, building on this momentum. Nice football game all the way around. Scored our 3 touchdowns early. Didn't see the end zone again, Kenny, but our defense, again, really did a great job, and I think it was just a masterful coaching job, offensively, defensively. Really made some great decisions. That's my take. What's yours?
Absolutely agree with everything you said. The score is a lot more closer than the game was.
Right. You're right.
You know, a couple of late turnovers on our end of the field gives them some false hope. But got to admire the heart in El Camino. They played till the end, which they always play us tough. Historically a great football team. But how about Coach Dean's philosophy with this game? I love the fact that, I don't know if he heard us last week when we were next to the booth, but we talked about running the football a little bit more when it counted, and that's what we did. You know, Ortiz did a great job getting in there. He also had great chemistry with Medina, catching some flare passes and some short, quick screens. But great job overall by both sides of the football. But DB gang, I'm proud of you guys, man. You kept receivers in front of you. You didn't allow guys behind you. The one touchdown that they had early came off of a perfect pass. It just happens sometimes, but you guys definitely stepped it up. I'm going to be tough on you all year. I expect you to be great, and you did that tonight.
Elijah Ortiz, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Johnson, a pick 6, about a 55-yarder. And those were the 20 points scored by the Renegades. El Camino got a touchdown and a field goal, missed a PAT, and that was the score. And then they get one more to make it a 20-15 game. And it was just this moment where we thought, okay, we're going to put this away. And, oh, my goodness. But lessons learned there. Next week, Santa Monica comes to town. Hot, cold, roller coaster type of team. They could surprise you and be great one year and then not so great another year. Either way, it's going to be your favorite team tailgate theme right outside here. Final thoughts before we wrap it up, Kenny?
just love to see the evolution of our team as a whole.
Good
A lot
point.
of new names, but tonight, a few guys stuck out in my mind. Mario Solario, everywhere. Jalen Simpkins, everywhere. Herron came back and played a great game in the secondary after giving us some huge plays last week. But just great team chemistry. Carson Olevis consistently changing the field with his foot. That's how we won the game. Great coffin corner kick inside the 10 with 50 seconds left, and we D-up. Game over.
That's Kenny Calvin. Now you know why he's the main man, and we want to thank everybody for being with us tonight. Christian, thank you. Great job on our right camera. Chris on our left camera. Eric, thank you, sir. Luis, thank you for keeping our boss in line. Diana running the whole show here. Appreciate everything. John Metis. Man, you talk about some miles. John
Steve
Metis
Lynch
starts
down
there, comes up here, goes back down there for his interview with Coach Judy. Now he's going to be back up here. The Lynch Mob, Steve Lynch and your crew. Sandy Taylor, our athletic director, Sonia Christian, our president,
Christian.
Roger Fessler, Mr. Hanson, and, of course, Mr. Ford. Thank you for all your work. Brandon, Yuri, our SID. Look forward to another great Saturday night. Yes, hello?
And last but not least, voice of the Renegades, my big brother. Vance, I used to dunk on people, Pong.
With that, we will say have a great weekend. Renegades win. Good night. God bless.